Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Tap in. Good morning.
Uh-oh, you went mute. You muted. Good morning. I think he was saying morning.
No,
It's
Jay
Wednesday.
Black, I know. Listen, there's a short in my microphone. It's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm already irritated. I'm not in that mood today. I'm not even in the happy-go-lucky mood today. I don't know why I woke up like this, but this effing microphone is going to drive me crazy. I know there's an echo. We're working on it. Jesus. Everybody on IG Live. God. All right. Somebody got their cell phone up. Oh, Jesus.
Mine's turned all the way down.
I know. We trying to work on that echo.
Short. It must be that short in the corner of your mic. It might be that short.
Really? That's what caused it.
I don't know.
Such a dickhead. That's a straight dick. All right. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day. It's just another day closer to Friday. They always tell you you're not supposed to live for the weekend. Shut your ass up. You're not supposed to live for the weekend. Yeah, every day's about shut up. You know why we live for the weekend. Shut up. Because it's Friday and Saturday just feels different. We've been brainwashed, and that's what we're living for. F Wednesday. We're just one day closer to the damn Friday, y'all. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy be on point. Do you say, wow, that's beautiful, Kathy. Love the fact that you set your alarm.
Good morning.
Yes, and Don. Good morning, Don Page as well. Shawn Robinson on check-in. Miss Bush
Shawn
on
Robinson.
IG.
What's good?
Dependable Digital. I think I missed that. Said something. Good morning.
Damn, I messed something up on my. Okay, never mind. All right, good morning. We'll go to Miss Hangover, Sexy Mo. Sexy Mo has a hangover today. Good morning.
Listen, it's some things that I realized in my age right now. I can't do it no more. This is the first time I drank like a fish, and I'm gonna be paying for it for the next 24 hours.
Should have just had another drink. You'd have been feeling better.
I did, and this was the end result. And another one, That tequila.
I mean, now to get through the hangover, you need a quick one now to get through the hangover. That'll get you through it.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
You'll be good. You ain't got no problem. You'll be good.
If I blew into a breathalyzer right now, yeah, it'd probably be off the meter.
I'm glad y'all reminded me. I gotta blow into a breathalyzer. I forgot.
There's certain things grown folks can't do on a weekday. Like that was like weekend drinking. This is yeah.
Let me see if this is my phone. Let me hear something.
Miss Bush said drink some pickle juice. Some pickle juice to help.
Is that what it? I got some pickle juice in the refrigerator. When Mike take his black and mild break, maybe I'll do that. Thank you, Miss Bush.
Suck a dill pickle. Okay.
Let me tell you something. I hate to tell y'all something. All those I think it's my phone. Dog, I'm so irritated today because my phone has been wilding out that when I turn the volume up, it doesn't turn off. And then when I try and turn it back up, it takes like a few minutes to turn back up. And then all of a sudden I'm at the gym and I'll just be sitting there and they see me getting frustrated. This damn
So we need a new microphone cord, a new phone.
I ain't buying shit.
Computer. I need a new computer.
You need what?
A new computer.
Oh,
need a new computer.
She need a new computer.
Oh yeah, because I see your face, Shawn, and you don't look too happy this morning.
Oh, you know what? I know how to do that. I got to bootleg my phone. I'm going to have to put the earbuds in so I can't hear that at all. Is there an echo? Y'all still hear an echo? If you're on IG Live, tell me if you still hear echo. All right, so Mo's hungover. Oh, by the way, the only thing that helps a hangover is time. All that other stuff is nonsense. Trust all pickle juice.
Trust the expert.
Yeah. Mash up, eat a baked potato, but only cook it in the microwave for 2 seconds. Shut up. The only thing
under your underarm or something crazy.
The only thing that helps a hangover is another drug. That's it.
Listen, I rode back from Philly with the windows down. 80 miles per hour. Yeah.
What was going on in Philly?
Of course, they had session, and so it's a big conference out in Philadelphia. So I had to go back and forth. And I don't know what possessed me to think I could hang with the grown folks. The older grown folks.
See, Richard Jones said you just got to get another drink to help a hangover. Just don't get another 3 drinks, because then that just means you're on your way to getting drunk again. That was my problem. I fixed the hangover by getting drunk again.
I don't know.
Just a quick one. All you need is 1 shot. Bow.
I already smell like a distillery.
Well, that ain't gonna go away for a while. I don't care what you do. Go take a shower. It ain't gonna work.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Kelly.
Really irritating the hell out of me right now. So, good morning, Jay Black. What's going on? You got a hangover? You just something's wrong with your arm or something?
My arm. I woke up in pain. This surgery. I'm still recovering from this rotator cuff surgery, and some mornings are just worse than others. Just woke up in a little extra pain, but something I can just got to deal with.
You can just take a shot, right? Just get a shot.
That works for that too?
Yeah, that works for that too. Also, just get a shot.
That works for everything.
I'm saying, like, just don't do too many. You know what I mean? Don't do too many. Just do like 2, and then you'll be good.
So Mo needs 1 because she still, got.
Yeah, because she got liquor in her system. I wish I had breathalyzers here. I wish she was here so I could. I predict that Mo right now is at a point. She's like a little above. I think she's probably at a 0.03. She's probably like right at the legal limit.
Okay.
Listen.
Yeah, because I heard y'all talking earlier, and you still had alcohol in your system.
You judge from the conversation.
Yeah, I heard from a distance, and this is me being a hypocrite, because I heard there was alcohol in your system. I didn't want to join in the conversation. I was like, if you got a lick of alcohol, you're just irritating to me. Like,
I saw the look of disappointment in your face. I saw you look up and you was like.
It wasn't even disappointment. It was like, I don't even want, man. Look, you be so judgmental. Shut your drunk ass up. What? After we done spent 15 years with your ass being drunk? All right.
Man.
So Jay, get a shot, and your shoulder be just fine.
I'll try to get a shot. And shout out to Shawn Robinson, by the way, Mike. We got some Eagles tickets for anybody in the Philadelphia area, and you want to go to an Eagles game tomorrow. They playing the Patriots preseason game. We got a couple pairs of tickets. If you're interested, hit us up in the comments.
If you want to put yourself through that,
it's preseason. Eagle Patriots.
If you want to put yourself through watching that team play in the preseason,
here you go. You hating on the Eagles. Yeah. We already know how this gonna go.
Trust me, if there's one team that's not worth risking COVID for,
ain't no COVID.
Richard Jones. Jay Black vodka will cure that pain in your underarm. That's what my doctor. Yes, Richard. I see you were drunk just like me. I got it.
Okay, vodka, straight vodka. Absolute, probably. Okay, not the cheapest one.
Nah, get the cheapest one. Who cares? I can't stand people trying to buy expensive vodka for what? It does
taste different, doesn't it? Give you a hangover, pain when you buy cheap liquor.
Check me out, man. Catch me in my casket next day. Catch me in my casket today. I drink vodka for the taste. It all tastes disgusting. Shawnee, good morning, Shawnee. Shawnee frustrated like me.
Yeah,
But we have to shout out Uncle Jay Black. Uncle Jay Black did his unclely duties last night with the girls.
What did he do?
What you do?
They had a conversation. He had a bonding moment with them to talk them through situations.
That's good. No, because and this is real. So listen to my whole sentence before y'all jump. Jay Black's gift of being a con artist can be used for good. Because Jay Black's a con artist.
He got angles.
When he was young, he was a con artist, and then the con artistry turned into a productive skill set to be able to talk. I don't know even what they were even talking about, but he can talk you off the ledge. He can talk. He can get you. He can calm you down. He's not like me. He doesn't raise his voice.
Nah.
He has a calming effect on the situation. But let's be clear. His superpowers are rooted in con artistry.
Well, he talked to them about boys because somebody wants to go on a date.
Yeah, y'all. You already see I got itchy. That's why you can't call me on those phone calls.
Yeah, he did good though. I was like, okay, he got through to her. It made sense to her.
Yeah.
That's good.
How old is the one that was talking about this?
12. You know, they ain't nothing but 11.
Oh, yeah. You gotta have a car. Yeah.
That's that age.
Yeah.
Huh.
Every age is that age. I'm so sick of people saying that's that age.
But
No
that's
matter
that
what
real
kid-
age. That's that age where I got a boyfriend. I like a boy at school. I like a girl at school. That's that prepubescent age.
Yeah, you need a breathalyzer.
She's good.
I'm not gonna use large words today. I'm just letting you know that right now. It's gonna be real basic. Real basic.
Can Jay Black get me a TV from Walmart? Why would Jay Black be able to get you a TV from
You
Walmart?
said the con artist. Yeah, you said that,
Oh, and I also said he's evolved. He doesn't do that anymore.
I'm involved. Yeah, last time I did that, I got caught up. They never proved it was me because I knew where the cameras were at. But yeah, back in the day, Rich, yeah, them days was a long time ago.
Wait, Miss Bush said, did you hear about the $500 per kid that people are getting in food stamps?
Oh,
How
yeah.
you get that?
How you get that?
They added on your EPT card or whatever. They
What
send
if
you
you
that
don't got no
card.
EBT card?
They'll send you one.
Oh, so you don't have to already be on it.
No, it's something dealing with the schools and the lunch and people that qualified for certain things. And yeah, they've been getting $1,000 food cards that you can use at the supermarkets. It's a lot of people got it. A whole lot of people
with white cards. So, right. Oh, well, since we speaking of EBT cards and COVID, let's shout out Governor Abbott, Mr. I'm going to go against every mask mandate. And now he got the COVID.
Now he got COVID.
But this is the irony is that he used his leverage to be able to get there's a special shot. It starts with an M that the average person can't get if you get COVID. So if you're not that scared of COVID, why are you getting I forget the name of the shot. Why are you getting the special shot if you're not worried about COVID? If it's not that serious for kids to wear masks in school, why are you going straight to the platinum plan when your rolling ass has COVID?
What state is he the governor of? You said
Texas.
Texas.
Oh, he's the governor. Okay. Oh, well, Texas is okay, Republican, and okay, I get it now. So he's been anti, but now he's the mofo with it.
He literally wants to make a law that you don't even have to tell your kid doesn't even have to. You don't even have to tell anybody that your kid has COVID. That's Governor Abbott.
Yes, Shawn Robbins.
All right, we can't all read at one time. They've been getting extra food money during the whole pandemic. What? Yeah, all I know is that I got a $58 credit for my kid. That's what they sent me. $58.
Oh, you didn't meet the qualifications.
How? I don't have any money. I have no income.
But you claim the kids or does Stacy claim them?
I claim money because at a certain point the accountant was like 3 doesn't change anything.
Right.
How old is Monty? She 18?
No, she's 17. I've been going through this whole pandemic when people were caking up. They were sending me like some lame amount of money. Not y'all rolling a money. Kelly, I gotta call you back, Kelly. Shout out to Kelly TV. She's doing her thing. So Governor Abbott decided I'm gonna need shots and I'm gonna take care of this COVID immediately. Then tells everybody, but take them goddamn masks. We don't need no goddamn masks up in Texas. Ain't no mask necessary, you cowards. You the coward. If COVID is cool, what you taking another shot for? Just chill and relax. They should give out free vodka for the pandemic. Rich is on fire with the vodka. Rich don't give a damn. Yes, Jim Jones said had COVID.
And he's actually encouraging everybody to take the vaccine now.
Did you see the verses? Do you think anybody left out there without COVID, Joe? Did you see the verses?
Somebody was leaving out of there with COVID.
Jimmy, hey, good morning, Jimmy.
The only person that had a hotter 16 at their verses was COVID. That's the only person that had a hotter 16. Did you see the goddamn verses, Joe? Fat Joe said it the next day. COVID was in the building.
Oh, yeah,
it was.
Right.
So that's what Jimmy, you think he got it from now? I don't think he got it. He would have already had signs before now.
No, he had it. No, you don't.
Oh, maybe we just now found out about it because he could have got it. Yeah,
he had it. No, he just dropped it. I think yesterday, the day before. He did it on Instagram. Said everybody got COVID. Go get the vaccination.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just what it is, y'all.
But the vaccine doesn't stop you from getting it. So that's
It
what
sure doesn't.
That's what's interesting to me. People are like, go get the vaccine. It doesn't stop you from getting it.
Or they be like, I'm fully vaccinated. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need no mask. I'm good.
I'll tell you what they'll tell you. That I heard it all on CNN. That's why I can't watch CNN. Not because of COVID. It just wears me out. They're like, yeah, it can't stop you from catching it, but it can't stop you from dying from it when you do get it.
Well, that's not true either. It's plenty of people that's died that's had this shot. I mean, when it's your time, it's just your time. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
The numbers they said showed, statistics showed, if you got the vaccine, you're less likely to die from it. What are y'all talking about? That's what they told
you
us.
that? Where you hear that from?
On TV. They told us on CNN.
Okay, and we are all media people. Have y'all all worked in the newsroom?
Right.
Okay, so you know what we have to report.
Report what
we have to report what we are told to report.
Look,
what not.
Oh man, see, they took her out. I told y'all. I told
talking about
what happened.
If y'all watch it on Media Room 360, Shawnee's trying to defute and say that COVID is coming against the grain, and all of a sudden her square just disappeared.
They shut her down, y'all. Shawnee go on off.
It's whack.
Media Room 360
whack.
TV.
They shut her. They took, and she's still on the IG Live. They shut her down.
IG next.
What happened to freedom of speech?
Every time we start talking about something like that on this show, somebody get one less square.
Y'all don't care when we talking about vodka. Y'all don't give a damn about that. Talking about vodka.
That was so wrong of you, Jay Blasted.
That
was so wrong of you.
What up, business bully? Yeah, I got my vaccine. Look, I'm just not getting the booster shot. I'm done with it. Listen. Now I don't always say I'm not disagreeing with you, Shawn, because people say that when it's your time to go, I don't do all that because I'm like, whoa, because I want to initiate my time to go. Like I need this just to be like I'm not doing 90 miles an hour without my seatbelt on. Like I'm gonna do some stuff. But don't nobody know what the vaccination does. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We don't know.
Well, we're gonna have a nurse practitioner on this morning.
She don't know,
Jay.
Jay.
Be able to break it down.
She don't know, Jay. She don't know. Don't nobody know.
Vaccine, people. Get your vaccine. Cover yourself because you're less likely to die if you get COVID. So Jim Jones got it, but he got the vaccine, I think, prior, so he's less likely to die. He may just be really sick.
No, he was telling people to get it. So I'm not sure if he had got it already or if he got sick and then he was like, oh, y'all need to really go get this.
It's a virus. It's a virus. It's not a disease.
Right.
They said it was COVID that took you out. It's not. It's not a vaccine. Yeah, we know, business bully. Right. We know the definition of a vaccine. You know what it is. The fuck you going to like? Nobody knows nothing, yo. Nobody knows. Like we're just sitting here, just trying. They don't even do a good job anymore. Now, this is what scares me when Governor Abbott goes against all the mandates for masks, and then he goes get. I want to know the name of that medicine he took. It's like this medicine that you can't get. If we went to the hospital for COVID, it starts with an M. Damn it, I got to get the name of that. But that's what worries me when he jumps to that, because that means you know something. If you got that shot, you know something.
Wasn't he now trying to get one of the boosters so that he can have some type of the antibodies or something? He was saying he wanted to get another type of shot.
I'm about to black it out your box. I'm saying
outside of that.
Yeah, I said he got the shot.
But he said that they were saying that he's trying to get something else, like another shot. I'm not that inebriated.
You're less likely to die.
I don't know, man. Listen, I just hope. I got the shot. I'm not taking a booster shot, y'all. Y'all not
getting.
You will. No, you're not sticking me.
In 8 months, I think that's going to be coming down.
You're not sticking me again. I'm good. I'm done.
8 months.
We're not just gonna. Now we're just gonna get redundant. Now y'all just gonna every 8 months y'all gonna create something else to stick in me.
Yeah, they are. They are, and that's what I agree with Business Bleed. How about just protecting your immune system? How about doing that?
I've been doing the whole time.
Protect your immune system. And what is it with these governors and not? What are they so mad about when it comes to a mask?
You have to think about the Republican states. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. You're not gonna tell me what to do with my body. You ain't gonna tell me what to do with my guns. You ain't gonna tell me. I mean, that's just how it is. And I think it's just more so they don't want to be controlled. They don't want to be told what to do.
That's just that's so childish. They tell you what to do every day. You pay your taxes every year. They're telling you what to do.
Right.
They arrest you. They're telling you what you can't do.
I mean, when they say, okay, everybody has to wear this mask, and this is the mask that you have to wear, then it makes sense. But when I can go to CVS, grab a mask, go to Walmart, get a mask from the man on the street, and as long as I got that on, it's okay. What is that really protecting me from?
Rigaron or something like that. It's a cocktail.
Rigaron, that's the medicine. Yeah.
I thought it started with an M. I heard somebody else say it, but whatever no.
That's a shot.
That's not it.
That's the vaccine.
But I mean,
shot.
something as simple as a mask, they've been wearing that around the world, and we've been making fun of them forever. It makes sense to keep them germs to yourself. I just don't understand why do y'all get so why do y'all get so? It's a mask. It's a mask. In Texas, just
you can't tell me what to do.
The governor, they've been telling you what to do forever. You're like a kid. I've been running your life forever. I tell you what to do. I regulate every business that you open. Everything you do with any business, all you entrepreneurs, guess what? You got to follow regulations that they created. They're telling you what to do every day. Every day they tell you what to do. You got to get car insurance.
Just controlling it more.
You got to get your car inspected. You got to get car insurance. You got to get car registration. If you don't have it and they pull you over, they'll give you a ticket. They're telling you what to do.
Click on the ticket. They tell you to wear a seatbelt. You wear it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you go to just doing it more. They're taking over more control. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And unless I hate to say it, unless everybody's willing to go in the streets and have a civil war, they're going to continue to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to continue to do it. But to argue and y'all to get kicked up over a mask, first of all, I still think the mask is a good idea during flu season. I remember literally somebody coming to work sick, which always irritated me. And if you don't have sick days, that's your bad, because I know you took them sick days when you weren't sick.
They had a hangover.
I'm not talking business bully. I'm not talking about a medical mandate. I'm just talking about wearing a mask. I said when people say they don't want to wear a mask, he's on the IG. When people say they don't want a mask because they're telling me what to do. They've always been telling you what to do. Let's be clear. Don't try and act tough and stick your chest out now. They've been telling you what to do because they shot your kid up with 13 different shots before they went to school.
Right.
They told you what to do.
Right.
But it's just irritating when people try and get so tough. You're not gonna tell. Shut up. Oh, those are different laws. Okay, so we got everybody on here. It's 6:38. We do have a nurse that's gonna come. Hopefully, I haven't had good luck with nurses on this show.
Is she a nurse practitioner?
Well, she's a nurse practitioner. She's a nurse practitioner.
Whatever that means. What does that mean?
There's levels to this.
She practices. Yeah. She's a practice nurse.
What?
Ain't that what it is?
Don't do that. I'm gonna get you.
Look, I done ruined it already.
You done messed it up already.
I didn't even know a while ago. I found out from this white person that he couldn't get an appointment for a doctor. So his doctor couldn't get him in. And he was like, I know what I have. I have an ear infection. And he was like, I know what I have. Just send me to your doctor's assistant. I said, huh?
A physician's assistant? You mean?
You can go to the physician's assistant. You don't even go to the real doctor now.
Oh, no, a physician assistant is still a doctor. It's just a different track that they take, but they're still doctors.
He's an assistant.
They can write prescriptions.
Yeah, or the nurse practitioner can do it too.
And the nurse practitioner can write prescriptions.
Where is the damn doctor? 9
times out of 10 now, especially even in hospitals, you're not seeing the doctor. the doctor may be on call for like emergency things, but a lot of times you're seeing, a nurse practitioner.
I ain't playing with y'all.
You said a
I'm not
practitioner.
playing with y'all.
No.
I'm not, because let me find out you prescribe something that ain't right for me, and man, listen. She like attempt. I'm not playing with you, Rich. I'm not messing up our guests before we have.
No.
I'm not messing up the guests.
Nurse practitioners have advanced degrees, so.
Yeah, okay. September 1st, September in Texas, the new law is you can't park in a handicapped parking spot with disabled vet tags unless you have the handicap placed hanging in the window and it belongs to you. Fine ranges from $500 to $2,500. I guess that refers back. That goes back to me saying people are already telling you what to do. Yeah, they're already telling you what to do.
Morning, Mark.
Mark, good morning, big homie. Mark, you vaccinated? Let's do the vaccination test. Everybody who leaves a comment, you vaccinated?
But isn't that private information that some people don't like to share?
It's supposed to be.
Well, what football stadium is saying that they're gonna give people who come in, you got to show your card that you're vaccinated because the team is 100% vaccinated, and they say that if you aren't, you have the option to get a shot on a spot. And I'm like, but that doesn't protect you. It's not protecting you. So I'm like, is this a ploy to get more people to get vaccinated? Because you can come in and get a shot and you're still not covered.
There's only one team. There's one team in the NFL that's 100% vaccinated. It's the Atlanta Falcons.
I just saw that.
You need it in Atlanta because Atlanta got different COVID. Atlanta got different COVID.
All right. So Mike asked for the check-in and they coming in. So Jeanette says she's vaccinated.
All right.
Shaquise says nope, and that's our nurse practitioner.
What I tell you? The nurse ain't vaccinated.
Said,
and I like for her to tell you guys why. Like explain what her stance is.
Mark is vaccinated. Kelly says she's vaccinated.
Anybody on IG Live, let me know if you're vaccinated or not. On IG Live, let me know if you're vaccinated or not. I'm not judging.
Yep.
It's whatever. I don't listen, man. I wear my mask. Richard Jones. Who?
Uh-oh. I think our nurse practitioner and Richard Jones.
The festivities have begun.
I don't know, a little behind the scenes, a little morning beef.
Nurse practitioner, it wasn't Michael Shawn. I'm not trying to run off another guest.
Good morning, Afro Queen.
But I do want to hear your opinion on Bill Cosby.
We are not.
No.
We are not. No, sir. No, sir, not this morning.
Kathy said, I love my nurse practitioner. She is awesome. She takes more time listening to my problems, takes more time examining me than my original doctor. I know Kathy, I know you get on her goddamn nerves coming in there telling all her problems. I know that nurse be like, all I want to do is take your temperature. But what happened was he never calls. After he said he's going to call me, he doesn't call. And I'm wondering, should I keep talking to him? Just put this thermometer in your mouth.
Shawn says he is. Shawn Robinson on IG.
Yeah. He said, I walked in, sleeves up, arms out.
I mean, I haven't felt any effect. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm vaccinated and I'm still wearing my mask. Go ahead, Kathy.
Yes.
You pull down the mask and talk to the nurse. Have you been vaccinated? Girl, if you don't put this thermometer in your mouth. Let me take your temperature.
Stacy got the shot.
Who shot you?
And then for our show, I know Shawnee does not have the shot.
No, me nor my kids. No. We do wear the mask, and I'm gonna be honest. I wear it just to be respectful to other people because it makes them nervous. So it's like it's just a mask. Y'all put it on. We're in the house most of the time anyway. So.
We in the house. Well, that's what I want to ask you, Shawnee. If COVID wasn't that big a deal, why did you lock down when they told you to lock down?
Well, I kept moving around. I mean, because to be honest, when COVID happened, I wasn't even in a stable place. Me and my daughters were living hotel to hotel. So, but I still had, and I went and got everything for my family, for my mom, for my grandmother. I was the one that went to the store and did everything. But it's just a matter of, like Dave said, protecting your immune system. And there's certain things that you can do that can build your immune system up to, help you be able to fight things off, because it's a virus. You can poop a virus out. If you get a stomach virus, they give you some stuff, you poop it out. That's what happens.
Wait, you can poop out COVID?
The shot is in that shot they gave you. Part of the virus is in the shot because the virus has to fight the virus. So in essence, you're getting part of it in you. You know, but my reasoning for not getting vaccinated is because I mean, every medical condition that I've had that's been serious, I didn't use medicine to get healed, or I didn't use medicine for cancer.
You wanted them.
So I don't believe in medicine. I just don't believe in medicine. So
well, that makes sense. And you being consistent with it. All right. We're gonna talk to the nurse in a little bit, and we can get to Lizzo. Lizzo, we gotta talk. Like Lizzo, I know it happened. When it happens a few days ago, it feels like 7 weeks ago. Lizzo's sweetheart. I'm unstable, so unstable knows unstable. Unstable knows unstable. You damn near irritating the hell out of me. Like I don't even like.
Oh my God!
We'll talk. Like, you really gonna cry over bad reviews on a song? Why are you in the music game?
That's what it was over.
They was dragging her because she had on that in the video. She had that mini skirt on, and she was twerking, and her underwear was showing. And you know, on social media, she is very free with the body, you know, and she promotes body, positive images, and
they were killing her song. They said the song was trash, and
could have been trash.
I heard the song once. I said, I don't know where you were going with this, but I know you just wasted probably $80,000 of your budget on getting Cardi B on this song. Cause I was just like, all right, but she ain't make that song for me.
Song. I thought it was a cute song. It's a girl song. It's a girl song. It's a female song.
It's popish.
So you said she was crying? She was like a statement crying?
Like when you put your she was in the video, you know, you work so hard, and then you work hard and you expose a song that just my opinion. To me, it just sounded like a real, somebody said, let's make a song that's super popish that we can just get an automatic hit. And you just wasted Cardi B on it. Y'all did this, y'all spent all the money on the video, y'all did all, and the song ain't even get played now. So it didn't even pop off on radio, even on the white stations. But
I don't think it did good on radio, but I think in the digital world it did good.
Do we know the name of the song? Don Page said the song was trash. Rich want to know.
I can't.
I guess if you just Google it, I guess Lizzo and Cardi probably come up. Do we have a clip of her crying?
Honestly, it was a bad look for Cardi.
It's called Rumors
for being on somebody's trash song.
She was
and everybody and it was like, I forget who posted it. Ball alert! There was like 300,000 comments, and they were all like, "Lizzo, we love you. We just don't like the song." Everybody's caught a brick. Usher caught a brick. I remember Usher released this trash ass song where he was like a carnival guy and he was jumping all around. I remember.
Remember him?
I had to play that whack ass song.
My Way. That wasn't good album.
No, that wasn't My Way. It wasn't My Way. It wasn't My Way. I promise you, it wasn't My Way because we played the song for a week and it was out. It wasn't My Way. It was a different song where he had a thing over. I forget what this song was, and I had to start my night show with it. I was like, why are we playing this? And guess what? He rebounded. He just released another song. And guess what? It acted like nothing ever happened. Everybody totally forgot about the song. It's happened to Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Get over it. Yeah, it happened to Jay-Z. It's happened to Jay-Z.
What trash song that Hov had?
Dog, nobody's going to remember this in Philly. When him and Beyonce did the Tupac song over again in Philly, don't know about the Midwest, don't know about Texas. They took the song. Yes, they took the song off the playlist.
Why?
Because it wasn't. Nobody wanted to hear him do a Tupac song about really being in love. Like, y'all got to remember at that moment when he released that song, everybody was like, Tupac was talking about his gun. Now you got this happy little love song with you and your girl. And people were just like, what is this? Now the song is, I like the song, but it didn't pop off at the time.
So, but as far as an artist goes, with Lizzo's crying, is that something that every artist or every on social media, you just got to have thick skin and not like? Is that part of her mental health? You think, or is
She
that
normally
something?
does though, J Black. She normally does have
Because she a
thick
big
skin and
girl and
fat.
she always showing
And
it.
she's
What
but
that
she's
got to do with
she's very body positive, and she looks for other girls who look like her, who are curvy and embrace their curves. Like she has this whole movement going on.
No,
I just don't.
I was just saying, Shawnee, if you're a big girl and you embrace yourself and who you are, you know that's going to still attract some negative comments. So you're expecting some ignorant people to be, saying little things. So it's like you put yourself in that place to be. I'm proud of who I am. So you know that comes with those trolls. So the cry, I thought. Well, I didn't see the clip. I want to see a clip of her crying. I don't get it, but play it and then we'll see him come back.
Sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back. It's like it doesn't matter how much positive energy you put into the world, you're still gonna have people who have something mean to say about you. And for the most part, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care. I just think when I'm working this hard, my tolerance gets lower. My patience is lower. I'm more sensitive. And it gets to me. There's so many people who love rumors. And I'm so happy. I really am. Because we worked hard, and I know that this hard work is paid off. Cardi B worked her fucking ass.
Yeah, so she is talking about the song. When I first heard the clip and he said rumors, I thought she's talking about people talking about rumors. But the name of the song is Rumors.
It's Rumors.
You can't put a song out and then cry when people say they don't like it. I mean, I'm confused with that one.
Because I'ma just sound like a bully. Like, man. Because they don't want us to curse that much on the show, but
I know. We've been censored.
Business bully. Dave says Lizzo is trying to justify her bigness, her fatness. He says, as a big guy, I'm disgusted. She's a mess. Then he went on to say, she's going to catch a bad one on September 8th. Lizzo needs to be stopped. What happened September 8th?
She probably drops the album.
Oh, okay.
And if there's ever an album that needs to be pushed back, it's that one right now.
Maybe that was like a test, like how Kanye did us.
If anybody needs to be Kanye, it needs to be Lizzo right now.
Maybe she just wanted to see how you feel everybody out.
But you gonna cry like millions of people. Like, listen, man.
Maybe they caught her in a vulnerable moment.
You know what the problem is, and why I gotta be clear. I'm at an age where I still think it's crazy to sit by yourself in a room and look into a cell phone and talk to a bunch of strangers about how upset you are. To me, that still isn't logical. Mm-hmm. So once I see it, I just go like, I have nothing nice to say. Call a friend.
Call Cardi. Why they don't like our
Cardi? Because Cardi's probably sitting at home chilling, smoking an L, and not worried. What do you mean? What do you mean? We worked so hard. What do you mean? I'm good. We're good.
I think Richard got the answer. Rich got the solution. He said she just needs some vodka.
I feel like she had some vodka. That's why them emotions. But then again, it could be a ploy. It could be a ploy, like Business Bully said. It could be a ploy
to promote the album.
To promote the album, to get the sympathy on everything. Now, it backfired from the post I saw because people like I said, it went. I've never seen so many comments say the same thing. We love you. Song is trash. We love you. Song is trash. We love you, Liz. Song is trash.
Right.
But and I can't even judge the song because I know that song ain't for me. That song to me is just, that there's no way I'm listening to that song for more than a second on my phone. Like I'm not. Like if you make a song like that, you better really Taylor Swift it. For me, you better really make that pop song that really, because there's some dope ass pop songs that once it comes on, as much as you want to fight it, you start singing along. Like 2 minutes, like 1:10 into the song, you like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Listen, y'all say whatever you want. Them cats had me singing them songs when I didn't want to admit I was singing the song.
Backstreet's back.
And you better call Bruno Mars. You better call Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars will give you a hit. You want a pop hit? You want a soul hit? He'll give you one. I don't know who produced that one. Business Bully going in. It is garbage.
Garbage.
But and Lizzo, do you understand? Y'all got it easy when it comes to this. Like, y'all don't understand when a joke don't work, we are told immediately on stage it don't work. What if I just pulled out a phone and started FaceTiming? Like, I cannot believe I worked so hard on that joke. I worked so extremely hard. And I think my tolerance is there because, I've worked so hard. J Black added, he contributed to the joke. Like, we did everything. We did everything to make this joke. Even my outfit, we picked it out specifically for this joke.
Dave said she crying in a mansion.
She crying in a mansion. People, stop wallowing in your sorrows and speeding through your blessings. You is in, and I listen, man, you got to chill, mama. Like, you really, like, your publicist got, but once again, it could be a ploy. This could be all just a BWE. And if it is, it could be genius. Maybe the publicist is like, yo, you got to cry. You got to guilt trip people because right now, the label done put up so much money. And, this is big time right now.
Do it in your wig cap.
In the wig cap.
She was in the bathroom.
In the wig cap.
She got fresh straight backs and a weave cap.
Okay. And her makeup. And her face bead.
And her face bead.
And dude, I have no problem with you being in the cap. I don't care what I don't think women should be obligated to have to get all done up to get on FaceTime. I think y'all should be able to get on.
So you good with me just like snatching the wig off? And
that's you. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But when you do it and you do it on FaceTime, when you got the weave cap or a wig cap on, and then somebody comes for your neck, don't get mad. That's like if I do this show with no shirt on, right? And then get mad when people start coming for me. Like, yes, you have the freedom. You have the freedom. You should be able to do what you want. Nobody should body shame you. But your body can be shamed, and I know my body can be shamed if somebody wants to do it. So if I open myself up to be like, ta-da, well, guess what?
Ta-da.
Your chest is trash, Mike. We love you, Mike, but your chest is trash.
That taco meat.
Taco meat is trash. There's nothing toned on your body, Mike. You are an untoned machine. That's what happens. And Liz will be trying to get people. Like, she'll wear stuff and just be trying to wait for you so she can be like, stop body shaming me.
Body shaming.
This is the woman who went to a Laker game, had front row seats, and started twerking with nothing but a thong on in front of kids.
Yeah, her whole behind was out. I was like, girl, at the game, you couldn't say that to the club?
If I was a big wig, like if I was one of them season ticket holders that the Lakers listened to for real, I would have got her tossed. I would have got her kicked out the game. Like, how do you do this when kids are around, but then you don't want people to go in on you? Well, for J-Lo couldn't even do that at the game. Business Bully said that. J-Lo wouldn't have been able to do that. Oh, that would have been a hot travesty. That would have been bigger than Nipplegate with Janet Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's now 7:00. The nurse comes on at what time?
Actually, the nurse is in the waiting room now, so we could take a break and then come back with our nurse practitioner and then get into some of that Wellness Wednesday dialogue.
She got an IG page.
We will find out.
We'll see if we can get her on the IG, because whatever advice we have, we want to for my IG people. People on IG, I gotta shut it down, but I'm coming back in like 4 minutes. All right, it's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
You know, real quick before we go, Mike was very, very sweet and a good person. I could tell right away that he was a good human being. You know what I'm saying? And I saw a lot of fair weather friends around him. You know what I mean? Where anybody can play a good friend on the Instagram and look a certain way. But I just feel like Mike is a good person. And if you sit down and talk to him, you'll know that within 5 minutes. I knew that from the first day I sat down and talked to him in the break room, that he was a good person. And I don't throw people away when they have struggles. I actually think that makes people more dope when they're okay to talk about them. You know what I'm saying? And he makes fun. He's okay making fun of himself. I'll always try to plug Mike in any projects I got going on. I actually have a play coming up October 9th in Dallas. And I actually asked him I need y'all to give him a role in this play.
She did.
So, yeah. So,
all right, Mike, you ain't even told me that.
See?
Oh my God, you rolling out.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. All right, that is really dope. Stephanie, I watched a little, get a sock, put uncooked rice in the microwave for like 1 minute or so.
Yes.
Get a damp cloth. Wait, what is this about? What is this?
So for your neck, she's trying to help you for your neck.
Lay it in the area, the dry cloth on top of the sock, rice, heat and wet heat that will, all right. I love the fact that you're saying this.
He's trying to help you out.
You sound like a tube sock filled with uncooked
I
rice.
love the host. There's no way I'm doing all this. Like you would have to text me directly because there's no way. So lay it in the area of the dry cloth on top, the sock rice heat.
Out. Mm-hmm.
It's wet heat. That will work through the muscle. Bam. Dry heat pads. I don't have dry heat pads. It will dry your body out. Okay.
Yeah, she said it's like a tube sock filled with uncooked rice. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Last time I used a tube sock, I was like 11. But okay.
Dirty.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Hey, Michael Shawn, let me apologize to Jay Black because I got a text from him yesterday with the link, and I noticed on the previous text he texted me, and I'm like, I'm just saying.
Oh, so I thought so, Mike. You didn't know what he was doing the show. The Plastic Cup Boys were coming to Dallas, and I hit him up.
I know. I just wasn't in town. I know.
Back in April, and I hit him up early April. Like, yo, Spank, you coming to Dallas? I need to get you on with Mike Shawn. It was crickets.
Yeah.
So when I had to text him for the link for the yesterday, I'm like, is he going to respond? Like, because it's Spank Hollywood now. So I hit him back. And he was like, bet, I got you, Jay. I'm like, wait, we just going to ignore the fact that he ghosted me with the other, like, no.
I said, oh, he texted me already. My bad, Jay Black. I didn't see it, bro. My bad, man.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in. What else? Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Our guest. We'll go right to our guest. I still haven't got to the. Is the guest ready?
Her screen just went blank.
Oh.
Maybe she's tweaking something. Go ahead. I'll let you. As soon as she's up, I'll let you know.
Okay. So I taped this cooking show, y'all. Okay. Let me just preface this, y'all. I have 2 alcohol devices that I have to blow into. One to start my car.
Okay.
And another one that I travel with, so I can travel without hesitation, and I ain't gotta, my probation officer is super nice. She's super nice. She's like, as long as you got that portable, do what you got to do. The only catch is I'm paying for both things. So I got to breathe in this. And the car, I got to breathe in whenever I start the car. The portable, I have to breathe in 3 times a day. And there's a window. Like this morning, I got a window from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and I actually forgot. And when you were talking about it, I remembered. And so I have a window. So it's
alarm set.
Right. No, normally I do it once I get up. Like I do it, and I don't know what I got caught up doing. So it's like 3 times a day. So it's 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then it's 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then you got to do it again in between 10 p.m. and midnight. So I'm at this cooking show, and I'm normally just the announcer for the cooking show. It's a TV show that comes on a CW 30. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have. Let me put this on here.
I'm bugging. I'm like, wait, say if you fell asleep early, you screwed. Like if I just fell asleep, you said 10 o'clock to midnight. Say if I fell asleep at 9:30, knock it off.
No,
like,
you got to set your alarm.
You said you got to pay for this. Damn.
Yeah,
so you got to pay for the machines.
Yeah,
you breathe in it to start your car. Sometimes it ain't even worth drinking for all that. Like this is too much.
No. I mean, yeah, it's a pain in the ass, and that's why they make it a pain in the ass. So it'll make you to deter you from trying to. Hold on, let me just get Mo, and then I'll continue to start. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, where did she go? Shiny, check with Shakrisa. She disappeared.
I know, Mo. You got to be drunk. You making all that damn noise with a damn bag of chips. Like you really, you are. So, what are we doing here? So, all right. So I got to blow in these things, these 2 portable devices, alcohol devices. So we go record a cooking show, and I'm normally just the announcer on the cooking show. I just announce, I intro, and I outro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they wanted me to do an interview. They wanted to interview me on my situation and everything like that. So I'm doing the interview. So, but they bring food, and the Breakfast Brothers food is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a bunch of stuff on there that I had picked out, right? So I got Jay Black must be texting somebody.
Yeah, I was. Funny.
I'm trying to get everybody on here. All right. So anyway, so I'm doing the interview. The interview's fine, everything like that. I got pancakes. I got what else I got? Some type of sausage. The food is delicious at the Breakfast Brothers. It's delicious. And there's a wing, right?
Okay.
And there's a wing sitting, and I'm saving the wing. I don't know if y'all noticed about me. I got, what's it called when you're obsessed, when you got to have all your shirts?
OCD.
I got a little OCD in me. Like I really do. So for those who don't know, if you don't watch me, I shouldn't say this, but when I eat, I like finishing everything on the plate at the same time. So if I have one more bite of my hamburger, I will have 3 more fries and it's done.
It has to go together. Okay. And scene. Okay.
And I don't even do it on purpose. I've done it for such a long time that now it just happens.
It's like, strange, but go.
Like I swear, I'll be like, yo, how did I do? I'm talking about Thanksgiving dinner, dog. You know how much food you have on your plate on Thanksgiving dinner? It's impossible to be able to get everything to finish at one time.
Same time.
And I promise you, there'll be one more spoonful of mashed potatoes, one more piece of turkey, and and a little spoonful of rice left. And I'll be like, whap, 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 and the plate is gone. Okay.
So wait, you keep your food separated? Like
no. I bring it together. Like I bring it together.
So how do you get the exact spoonful? Like get it down to a science?
I don't even know. But I've been doing it for so long. Okay, so listen. As I'm doing the interview in my mind, I'm eating some of the pancake. I'm eating some of the sausage. And I realize I only have one wing. So I'm like, I got to save this because it's a little chunky wing. Ain't them the best ones, the little chunky one?
That must have been a flat.
It was like, it was the little, the leg. The drumstick. It's chunky. And I can tell this is chunky. Now, mind you, I gotta leave right after the damn the interview because it's getting late. So he wraps up the interview. I save it to the point where he wraps up the interview. We're done, and I get to eat the wing, and I eat the wing. Now, mind you, I wasn't paying attention that he introduced all the food that he gave me, but I didn't care. I just want to get to the interview and be funny. So he gets up. Everybody's like, cut. Everybody claps it up and all that good stuff. I grab this wing. I'm like, it's all good. I take a bite and I chunk it up. I'm like, this wing is good, right? I'm like, yo. But then before I say yo to the guy who cooked the wing, I'm like, this tastes familiar. I'm like, yo.
Seasoning?
What'd you say? What type of wing is this?
Seasoning.
I just spent the whole interview talking about my battle with alcohol. He said, a Hennessy wing.
Oh,
like they poured Henny in it while they was making the wings.
Yes.
No, you can't have alcohol.
I grab a napkin. Pause. Here's a pausable moment. I did not swallow. Here's a pausable moment.
Swallow the meat.
I did not swallow the meat. And I spit it out.
Oh man!
But now I gotta get in my car and blow in my machine.
It might not start.
Well, no,
I might fail.
Right,
and that's a violation.
Right.
So I grabbed 3 bottles of water and I'm gargling in the bathroom, spitting, and everybody was like this, like, oh my god, you just did like 10 minutes on your battle with alcohol. We gave you a Henny wing.
And to ruin all these months of being sober and all that, and all of a sudden y'all jeopardizing when it comes to food.
Now I'm trying to play it off, right? They're like, you all right? I said, I'm cool. I go to the director, right? And I say, you saw me bite into the wing, right? He said, yeah. I said, that bite that I had, was that my first bite? Or did I take a bite before that and swallow it? Because at that point, I'm taking an Uber home. It's like a 35-minute drive, which means that Uber was going to be healthy. That Lyft Uber thing was going to be healthy. So he goes, no, that was the only bite. You spit it out. I said, I don't mean to be a pain, but can you show me the footage just so I can make sure?
I need to get a copy of that because once I realized that what was going on, I got my immediate reaction. There was no intention there. Yeah, you following? Let me just get that footage. Let me see.
So, dude, I literally am now. I'm like, okay. I said, all right. I'm overreacting.
Yeah, pretty much, but go ahead. I'll let you finish your story.
These devices are very weird because I've had no alcohol in my system and gone to the car and blown in it. Now it'll start and it says 0.00.1. And I'm like, how'd y'all get the 1? Like, where's the 1 coming from?
I need all zeros. What's up with this?
Yeah, I need all, like.
Do you have to recalibrate it?
I do once a month.
Okay.
So I've had issues with this machine. So now we all in the parking lot and everybody's driving off. I'm not driving off because I don't want to blow in this thing because I need to give it time just in case. So I get out and smoke a Black and Mild just so people can think like, oh, he's just sitting there because he's smoking a Black and Mild or whatever. And I'm saying, no.
Nervous.
Nervous for real. Because who's going to believe that the reason why I failed the test was because I was doing a cooking show? No, what?
You ate a chicken wing, and you telling me, Mr. Michael Shawn, that the chicken wing made you fail your test?
It don't work that way, though. It don't work that way. Because I think when you put the alcohol into something, don't they burn? It
evaporates.
So it's not, you're not really drinking.
But the problem is I could taste the Henny.
He said this tastes familiar. What is it?
It tastes familiar. That's the only reason why I asked. I said, this ain't no seasoning.
I ain't had it in a minute, but I know
what. I'm not even a Henny drinker.
Right.
I'll drink Henny. Don't get it up. If there was nothing else there, we get drunk on Henny. I don't give a damn. But I was like, how?
Oh, God.
I feel as if I've tasted this seasoning before. Dude, so when you blow into the machines, so I rinsed my mouth because it's all based on rinsing your mouth and stuff like that, and like the stuff that's sitting there. So I rinsed my mouth. I drank like 4 bottles of water. I rinse, spit. Everything is a pausable moment. Everything I'm saying right now is a pausable moment.
Mouthwash, you want it all.
I can't use mouthwash. I cannot use mouthwash.
Really?
Mouthwash has alcohol in it.
Alcohol in it.
Oh,
so you have to get the mouthwash that doesn't have alcohol in it. Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there now. I'm sitting in the car by myself. I'm in the dark. Only my life. Like nobody will. When one day, like go check out Relapse Again on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Go check that out. And you can see a portion of my life. One day I will write these moments where I'm sitting in a dark parking lot. I've done nothing wrong. Like I'd be cool if I did something wrong. Like I'm in a dark parking lot by myself. I'm cool with that. I've been there too. Where you like you don't want to go home because you done screwed everything up. But I'm sitting there going, and I got this device, and I'm like, I'm gonna blow in this thing. If this thing says fail, I already know the warrant is coming out for my arrest. And this is real talk. This is real talk. Like it's coming out. So I blow. But when you blow, you just can't blow. You gotta blow. And then you gotta inhale. And then you gotta blow. And then it goes sampling. It says sampling. And you sit there. And you're looking. It just says sampling. No numbers. I'm like,
nervous.
And
I don't even, in certain situations like this, I like, God, I'm not even coming to you because I put myself in a situation. So it is what it is right now. And it's taking longer than usual. And I'm like, here go the bullshit.
It's determined. It's thinking. This is different.
That wing.
That wing. 0.0000.
And when it finally came up, 0.0000, dog, I was so happy I couldn't even drive. Like I had to sit in the car for a few minutes. I had to get back out the car. I had to get back out the car and smoke another Black and Mild on the happiness. And all of a sudden, I started realizing it was a beautiful night outside. And I realized the moon was full. And I was like, and I just chilled. I was like, yo, this is too much.
Look at the trees.
This is too much. This is too much stress, yo. This is too much stress.
Breathing over a Henny wing.
Henny.
Imagine of all things for them.
When I tell you that Henny wing is the truth for real.
So
when you get off the papers.
No, I think now that he realized that it cooks into it, he should be fine to eat the wing.
Should be fine.
That was the one time we ain't doing this until you get off of papers now.
But I'm still gonna take a lift. I'm not getting in my car. I'm still gonna take a lift to the Breakfast Brothers, and give me 12 Henny wings.
Henny wings. Heavy on the Henny, heavy on the sauce.
Because I'm not even a big Henny fan. Is the nurse there? Is she ready?
Yeah, she's ready. Yep.
Introduce her.
Yep. All right. So we have nurse practitioner from Texas. Her name is Shaquisa. I think I got it right. Shaquisa, good morning to the show. Shaquisa.
Good morning. Good morning. Her name.
Shaquisa,
Can
welcome.
you turn your phone sideways for us so we can get the wide view?
Sideways.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bam. There we go. Got a full shot now. There you
There we go.
There we
Awesome.
go.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Good morning. Good
morning.
morning.
How are
Shaquisa, say
you?
your name. Say your name. Say your name so we can make sure we saying it right.
Sequisa.
Okay,
Shaquisa.
Shaquisa.
All
Because that's
right.
why I said J Black, you introduced, because I'm horrible with names.
So people on IG, actually, are you on IG?
Yes, I am.
So you could just go ahead, Mike. You can is Mike
Yeah, but
showing
she's on her
comedy?
phone. She's on her phone.
Oh yeah. So people on IG won't be able to see it.
A business bully said for my
I
story
have
that I
two
just said.
phones.
Oh,
I know that's right. Tom, you a nurse practitioner.
oh. Hold up, wait a second. Let me invite you to my IG live party. Let me invite you. Tell me what your IG is.
Sequisa, the Texas MP.
All right, spell that.
SEQUOISE.
Right there on the screen too, Mike. Alcohol burns out.
I wasn't even looking.
Cooked. Yeah, business bully said alcohol burns out when it's cooked.
Yeah, but what was the Sequisa? What was the other thing you said?
The Texas MP.
You was not playing the Texas TX.
Yes.
TX.
Right on the screen.
Yeah, but is there an underscore or whatever?
No, it's all one word.
Okay. All right. I'm looking for it.
Good morning, Dave Burns. Steph.
Oh, so no, I made a mistake. It's not. The Texas is spelled out on IG.
Good morning.
So you got to spell out Texas, Mike, if you see it on there. So it's not just TX.
You know I can't do it. Not after the night I had.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I think his mic is muted. He's fixing his mic. So yeah, so we want to get into a couple things while she's joining up with Mike's IG, so people on IG can hear what the good nurse. So I guess my first thing is nurse versus nurse practitioner. You're a nurse practitioner. Just what is the difference for the common folk that may not understand that?
A nurse practitioner has a medical degree.
So that means you went through the school and you got that degree. You can go ahead. Can you sign me a prescription? So if I say, hey, I need some perks, you can sign. I mean, not
only can I write your prescription, but I also can have my own clinic because I'm sitting in my own clinic right now.
Oh, nice. So you can have your own people. Oh, good. That's good. Okay, so she's official, people. She can have her own. She has her own spot. She can write prescriptions, subscriptions, and all that good stuff. All that.
I know. Thank you.
I was trying to tell them.
There's a couple things we wanted to get into today. One, we were talking about mental health, but we were because we talked about Naomi Osaka yesterday and her having a breakdown at the Olympics and needing a mental space. So we wanted to get a little bit into, I guess, some of those aspects of mental health. And then we got Lizzo crying because people didn't like her song, and the trolls are out there with the comments. And I guess just some tips or mental health is real. I found out anxiety is real. I found out personally that anxiety is real.
Is it ever?
So if you could just talk a little bit to that, but I know Mike want to get into a bunch of other stuff too, but just to start off why he fixed his microphone.
Okay. So mental health is vital. I mean, because if things ain't right up here, they're not right anywhere. And I think that people forget sometimes that things build up. So what I always recommend, because with COVID, besides COVID, my number one call is anxiety, because of everything that's going around. So I tell everyone, you have to find some time for some self-care, some time to release. I recommend things like meditation, yoga, journaling, reading, things like that can kind of de-stress you. And so most of my patients, when they come, I give them a list of things that they can do. And so at the next visit, we discuss which one fits you, because when you start doing one of them, you're going to realize that, okay, this is the one that I like. This is the one that relaxes me. This is the one that helps me, get through my day. So when it comes to mental health, I think we all need to make sure that we're making self-care a part of our daily routine. Like, it's not something you should do every once in a while. You have to take care of you first, because if you're not okay, then everybody around you can't be okay. So a lot of us, especially women and moms, we make sure everybody else is okay before we make sure that we're okay. And we're the ones that's holding the house together. So we have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. We have to make sure we're taking care of our health, because if you're not healthy, I mean, it gets expensive. It does get expensive. And I really hate telling my patients, I told you so. But when they come, they don't listen to me. And then they come back with COVID, or they come back in a full panic attack, or they come back with cholesterol and blood pressure through the roof. Only thing I can say is I tried to tell you before you got to this point. So now you got to not only pay to see me, now you got to pay for the medication. You got to pay for this, you got to pay for that. So taking care of yourself and your health and your mental wellness is very vital to your success and also your overall happiness.
But how do you do that? Like, I'm trying to think, how does that look? Because when anxiety, like I said, when I figured out that, like, wait, whoa, this is real, and I had that feeling, that nervous feeling, you always look at people with anxiety like, oh, whatever, just stop thinking about it, or stop worrying about it, or just keep it moving. I guess that's easier said than done. So you saying that coping skills is just finding it within yourself and just trying to meditate, and
no, that's not exactly what I said. I said find something that brings you happiness and brings you peace. And there's several different avenues that you can look at to find out which one fits you.
Yeah.
You might be a person that likes yoga. You might be a person that likes to meditate. You might be a person that likes to journal. You might be a person that likes to exercise. There's so many different ways that you can, get that self-care, and you just have to figure out which one best fits you. Because I'm not finna do no yoga. I don't like meditation. I don't like what I like is journaling. So that's what works best for me.
Now, are you finding a lot of your patients are coming in and experiencing a newfound social anxiety?
Hey, nurse, before you take this
Absolutely.
question, Monique is drunk. Go. She was drinking all last night. She's trying to act like she's and she wants to be all particular. And you wanted to. She was drinking all night.
I am in control.
Was she drinking or eating those Henny wings that you had?
No, I ate the Henny wing. I ate the Henny wing. Mo was literally going in. Go ahead, Mo. Go act all proper and go ahead.
Social anxiety now is definitely real with COVID, because I actually I had an episode in Walmart when I was walking, and this guy didn't have a mask on, and he did like this big yawn, and then he blew out in the air, and I almost ran my daughter over because I did like a 360 with the cart and went the other
trying to get out the way.
Yes. So social anxiety is definitely real, especially with some people wearing masks, other people not wearing masks. And then when I see a crowd of people together, I'm like, no, this is not the place for me. So definitely it's getting really out of hand, actually.
What did y'all ask? What did y'all ask so far? Because
I asked the difference between a nurse and a nurse practitioner, for those who didn't know, and then a little bit of anxiety with some mental health because of Lizzo and Naomi Osaka.
And that was it?
That was it so far.
I really actually wanted to tell Michael Shawn when he said something about the doctor. I wanted to let you know there's a lot of people that came to me with medical issues, and they went to a doctor, and the doctor prescribed them something for anxiety, and they had COVID. So it's not about who the letters behind your name. It's actually about the care and the treatment and the experience and expertise that you have. Because I know some nurse practitioners that can work circles around some doctors. I'm just saying.
And to that point, it's because I know nurses have more of a patient.
Okay, Mo, stop. Because Mo gets long-winded. Why are you not vaccinated?
So there's several.
Let's get to the point. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what this is. Why are you not vaccinated?
Number one, the vaccine is not FDA approved. Number two, one of the side effects was Bell's palsy. Even though there's only a small percentage of people that actually have the facial drooping, that means it affects one of the cranial nerves, which is in your brain. So I'm thinking about the things that you can't see. Like there's a lot of people that have gotten the vaccine that now have insomnia, depression, anxiety, hallucinations, things like that actually affect the brain. So that's the reason why. And then there are so many things that you can take to boost your immune system without taking the vaccine.
How frustrated are you that the stuff that you just said, that you know for a fact, is not spread around people, and we can't get this information because all we get is just let them shoot you in the arm?
Very frustrated. I've done several lives on Facebook, and they keep taking them down.
Oh, you
And
want them? They target. Okay, go ahead.
I actually have
So-
another CRNA. She did a TikTok that teach the difference between vaccine and the difference between the two, and they reported her to the president of the hospital. She had a meeting with them last night because of that.
So I have a few things, but can you please, and I'm not even saying this on BS. What can we do to build our immune system? And what are like 3 things? Because when we get too far, we just need like three or 4 things. And if you think it's more necessary to do 5, what are the things we can do to build our immune system to fight everything, not just COVID, but everything?
Okay, so first of all, let me say a disclaimer. Because I am a nurse practitioner, I have to be careful in telling people what to take because I don't know your medical history. So what I do is I tell you what I take. So I take vitamin D, 5,000 units every day.
Okay, got
I
that.
take vitamin C, 500 to 1,000 milligrams every single day.
Got that. Okay.
Zinc is another one that you should take, but that's one you should talk to your doctor about because that's the one that if you take too much, it can cause damage.
To what?
Okay.
Like your liver or
Zinc,
something?
the whole body. You just have to be careful with zinc. So I don't
Okay.
recommend you taking zinc until you talk to your doctor or your nurse practitioner.
Okay.
Quercetin is another one that I take. It helps with the clotting, that the issues with the COVID and the vaccine, and it also helps eliminate COVID from the body. I take 2 of these a day.
Keep it just right there. Keep it right there one more time. Thank you.
Hold on,
Because
let me see.
that is absolutely amazing. And can you get that at your local CVS and Walgreens and stuff like that?
Actually, I got it off Amazon.
Okay.
And the reason why vitamin C is because when I have been studying COVID since January, I was doing videos about COVID before it really hit the news. Because in the beginning, it was only affecting elders, and that's one of my specialties. And vitamin C was the thing that was sending people to the hospital. They would give them some vitamin C, and they would get better. And then when the quarantine went on and everybody was in the house, then it was vitamin D. So you really have to make sure that you have those vitamins because they help boost your immune system. I also recommend washing your hands frequently and disinfecting highly touched objects like your cell phone, your light fixtures, the door handles. When I go out into the stores, I do not touch the keypads, the pumps. I keep hand sanitizers and disinfectants everywhere. Because you have to because this is really how you spread it. You're spreading it with your hands. Now, the people that get the GI symptoms, the diarrhea, and the vomiting, that means they had it on their hands and then they ate something and introduced it to their system. So you have to make sure that you're washing your hands. So I send my daughter to school with a mask, hand sanitizer, and disinfectant every day. And it's really scary when I go to pick her up and I see that she's the only person in a group of people with a mask on. The mask is really the most selfless thing you can do because when you get a vaccine, you're protecting yourself from dying. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't protect you against COVID.
Okay, let me pause real quick. Can you send me a request on my IG so I can because I'm trying to, I put everything on there and it seems like it's not coming up. So can you send a request and then I can just, because I think
not
everybody.
a big IG user, so I don't know how to send a request. Like, what do you do?
All right, I'm trying.
If you just go on your search, just hit search and then search Mike Shawn comedy, and you should be able to find Mike.
Because I'm putting the whole. Come through Amazon looking now. I've been sick for 6 days now, and I'm on anybody. Tam. We didn't know that.
For 6
Oh
days.
wow!
And she's been still loyal to the show.
So
are
you
on
sick,
antibiotics
Tam?
and ivermectin or just antibiotics?
And this is why we need everybody to see this. Like Mike Shawn comedy.
Yeah, I see it now. What do? I have you.
So you click on that in that top right corner.
Wait, I don't think that was me.
It was top left corner.
That was me.
LOL. Yeah, that was it. You click
I
that.
look a lot better now.
Then it opens up. Yeah, now.
Oh, that's me. Yes, me. That's me. Yeah,
The top left side, you see a little drop down arrow. Hit that little drop down arrow next to Mike Shawn comedy name, and then hit request to join.
Okay, I did it.
And then it says send request. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. See,
it says requested.
All right. So now Mike will accept you, and then you just hit accept, and then you pop right up. And I know it was so Tam had that, but it was a couple other questions, Mike, that we skipped over for that anxiety. That and then we come right back to the COVID, and it was where did it go? Kelly was saying she smokes. So I guess the marijuana, is that something when it comes to anxiety, is smoking something that's highly suggested for folks with that really suffer that?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, like is
About
that something that you recommend to your clients? So they got anxiety pretty bad.
Smoking marijuana?
The medical marijuana, of course. Yeah.
I suggest people do what's best for them. Because some people, when you smoke marijuana, you get paranoid. So that might not be what's best for you. If smoking relaxes you and calms you and you can get a prescription card, then I say all balls to the walls, do what's best for you.
And Mike, earlier I did ask her if she can prescribe perks, and like she's a real legit nurse practitioner, has her own office, and she can prescribe whatever is needed. So she write those prescriptions.
Now with the perks and everything like that, are you?
And you can just turn your phone volume down.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Got it.
Perfect.
So with that, are you nervous putting them prescriptions for perks? Because they listen, I've been in rehab, so I know it's a dangerous drug.
Actually, I don't write prescriptions for that very reason. The highest I go is Tylenol number 4 because they have made it so hard. And I can't tell you the number of conversations or arguments that I've had with pharmacies about prescribing Tylenol number 4 because, and I've actually said, is it the black man that's getting the prescription or is it the black name that's on the prescription? Because there's a thing called the Texas Monitoring Prescription Program that I can run a report and it tells every narcotic the patient has gotten. So I already do those because they always check those on my patients. So when I call the pharmacy and they have an issue, filling it, I'm trying to figure out what's your issue because you don't have a valid issue. And when I say, well, what is it, the black man or is it the black nurse practitioner? Then they kind of pause for a minute and then they fill it.
Say that again. Say that again.
Oh boy!
Because you've already checked to see if they're med seeking prior to calling in.
But sometimes it bites me in the butt because I had one lady, she called me and she was very nice. I could tell right off the bat that it was not an issue. And she was like, he Dr. Hops and he does this. And I said, yes, I have a contract signed where he gets his medication only from me and only from you. So she said, okay, I'll fill it. 10 minutes later, she called me back and said, I can't fill it. He's sitting in the waiting room calling people to see who's going to buy it. True story.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah. Wow. I got him right here. She about to give them to me, y'all.
Yes.
I got them 10s, not them 5s. I got them 10s.
Does anxiety have something to do with mental illness? Mental health, rather?
Absolutely. That really is the biggest issue that I have, anxiety and depression. And the problem is a lot of us don't accept it. Because I'm asking a patient, I do a survey where I ask you a series of questions about depression. They'll answer every question that says they have depression. And then I'll say, you're depressed. And they'll say, no, I'm not. So I can't help you if you don't accept the fact that you have it.
You think it's the same? Anxiety and depression, they're two separate things, right?
They're kissing cousins. Anxiety
so I might be depressed too.
Anxiety can lead to depression and depression can lead to anxiety.
There's a connection between anxiety and depression.
Absolutely.
That has followed me my entire life. The anxiety is literally saying, I'm depressed over this. And the anxiety just kicks off because I'm depressed and nobody believes me. Nobody believes that I'm depressed. So the anxiety kicks in when you got a front in front of everybody around you and you're like, I don't know how, and please jump in anytime. I don't know how to explain it because I'm depressed, but when I try and front for y'all, the anxiety kicks up to 1,000. So I still have to get on stage. I still have to tell these jokes. I still have to get on the show. I still have to do the radio thing. And the anxiety goes all the way up. So what do you prescribe? How do you prescribe something? And do you talk to them before?
Oh, absolutely. We have a whole sit down and we talk about the stressors, the things that stress you and the ways to eliminate some of that stress. And I'm not one that I'm going to shoot you a pill from the pharmacy first. I try natural. There's things like kava kava. They're really good for anxiety. And then once they try the kava kava, if that's not effective for them, then we go and try maybe some Xanax. And then we start at a low dose and then work our way up. But really, anxiety cannot be cured with a pill. It's something that's going on in here. So you have to figure out what your problem is, what your issues are, and then once you deal with those, then your anxiety will go away.
I can only tell people 1,000 times, I don't have a drinking problem. I have a thinking problem.
Yes.
Wait, because I'm not depressed, but now but wait. So this is where.
So do
let
you
him
have
go.
issues
Whoa! Let him go, nurse. Let him go.
No, because
I want you to listen. I want you to listen to this.
I don't feel I'm depressed at all about anything, but anxiety does kick in from time to time, and it's usually late at night. Is when I guess when I'm thinking about other whatever, and I can feel it, and I need to just get a little fresher breath air. Or I may need a little marijuana pen, a couple puffs, and it eases things. But I don't feel that I'm depressed. And you saying that it may have something to do with it, or like, how would I find out if I'm depressed? Because that just triggered my interest.
The thing about it is people think of depression as being sad and crying all the time. Depression is basically a chemical imbalance in the brain. And some of the things is it makes you overeat or undereat. It makes you sleep a lot, or it makes you wake up early in the morning for no reason. There's a lot of different signs and symptoms of depression that a lot of people don't know about. That's why when you go to your doctor or your nurse practitioner, they'll ask you a series of questions. And then based on the questions, they can tell you if you're depressed or not based on this clinical research of me asking you these different questions. But it's not just being sad. It's not just crying all the time. That's not all there is to depression. That's severe depression. You can have mild depression, you can have moderate depression, or you can have severe depression.
And I guess that leads me, Mike, because I had an MRI, Shaquisha, and when I went into the MRI, I felt like I was being buried alive, and I was like, "Get me out of here!" Does that lead to claustrophobic potentially too? Like, what was like? I guess that's all in my head.
Things. That's two separate things.
So
Being in a closed. That's just everybody's different. Everybody thinks different. There might, if you look back in your childhood, that might be something that happened to you. Someone might have stuck you somewhere when you were younger. So now you're scared. Like everybody's different. Their experiences are different.
I've never felt that before. I've had an MRI.
Have you ever been in an MRI before?
Yeah, I had one prior, and I was fine. But for some reason, this last one, if I got this surgery, it was like, no, I'm out. I can't do it. And they had to reschedule. I had to get an open unit or whatever. I felt like I was being buried alive. Like I didn't get it, but I was like, wait, I know I'm fine. But it was like, maybe I didn't have control. I couldn't get up. I don't know. But it was something that maybe there's something wrong going on in my head. Huh?
How recent was that?
That was May. This was this May. And
this May?
May that just passed, yeah.
And you said you got the vaccine?
I got the vaccine well after that. I recently got the vaccine maybe a month and a half ago.
Okay. So the thing about it is with COVID, there's a study that said that people who got COVID and recovered, I think it was like 80% of them had depression, anxiety, insomnia, or something like that. So it's like you damned if you do, if you damned if you don't. If you get the disease, you're gonna have it. If you get the vaccine, you're gonna have it. So what should you do? So I'm like, if I have to go through all of this, I'm just not going to choose to put something in my body that's not FDA approved if I got to go through it anyway. That's kind of my mindset about it. And then there's so many different things that you can do besides the vaccine. I know I got a little bit off topic, but a lot of people are having
go. You go
because of COVID.
Yeah.
There's so many different things that they didn't know about. Like it even causes skin problems after you get it. That's a new thing that nobody saw coming. So if anything that's happened since January of 2020, if it's in the mental mindset, it could be because a lot of people had COVID and didn't know it. Because the majority of people that got COVID had no symptoms, and that's why it kept spreading. So it could be you had COVID and didn't know it, and now you're having these issues. So without doing a complete workup on you, there's really no way for me to answer that truthfully.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is a point where, all right, let's all come together, family. Let's all come together. There's a point where you have to talk to somebody about certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
And there is therapy and counseling, which I had to go through to find out what my issues really were. So all I'm going to say about that. And until you dig deep into that other part of your brain that there's a part that you have suppressed, I mean, that's where my breakthrough came through with having to sit there and really speak upon the things that have gone through my life and that I've gone through, and sit there and go like, we're gonna have to expand on this. And my therapist and this one individual was the most amazing man ever. And I swear, when I sat down with him, I was like, this dude is not gonna understand anything, but he dug. So, I mean, until you speak upon it, and you have to sit there and go like, okay, when I was 15, I know it sounds corny, y'all,
but it's true.
When I was 15, I was really mad about this. I was really pissed that this happened to me. Like, nobody will ever understand how important those days were. Like, my whole brain has been focused on between 10 years old and 17. Like, literally, all the stuff that happened between there dictated everything I was doing. Okay, let's slow down. All right.
Somebody on IG said about going to the CDC website. So there's somebody works for a hospital and they're pushing. So what are your thoughts on CDC?
I don't follow the CDC anymore.
Because
I stopped following the CDC when the masks were running low in the hospital, and the CDC that masks weren't required. So that's when I stopped following CDC. And then if you watch the CDC when they were talking about booster shots, a lot of people stopped getting the vaccines, and then the CDC said that the booster shots would probably not be recommended. And now aren't we about to get booster shots? Mm-hmm. So I don't follow the CDC. I follow.
You're muted, Mike. Mike, your mic is muted. It might be your wire. Your mic wire.
What did I say earlier today about booster shots?
I can't hear.
You can't hear none of us? Hello.
Or that
I can
it might be my.
Phone, but I can't hear from the other one. The one that I have the headphones.
1, 2, 2, 2, 2. You can hear me, right?
Right.
Yeah, every time we talk about COVID or anything, that's hilarious.
Every time we say
everything's going down. It's going down.
You're right.
Everything's getting shut down.
That's crazy. Somebody said, good question, Action. Action was asking about CBDs. What are her thoughts on CBDs? So maybe she need to drop out and come back in and see if the government will let her.
Yeah, because that's what
we done shut everything down. Shawnee done got shut down. Shawnee got shut down. It was a wrap. But when Mo was talking about a hangover, no, everything was all good. Like, it was all good. Like, Mo was like, I got drunk last night. Everything. She's like, all of a sudden, we got somebody.
As soon as you say CDC and you not following them no more, that.
So, Mike, you really think this whole that MRI really freaked me out because all of a sudden, why was I bugged out? Get me out of here. That was
because Jay Black. No, because Jay Black, you have never dealt with anything in your past. You've decided
I have anything in my past that's like I don't know. Maybe I got to think deeper.
Jay, I'm not a therapist. I'm just telling you, you've never dealt with anything that ever bothers you, hurt you, or anything ever. Your rhyme scheme was just keep it moving.
Yeah, it's still to this day.
You have never told anybody on anything that hurt you. Like ever in life, you never said, yo, this what happened here really hurt my feelings. As corny as that sounds to us,
it's important.
You have never said, Mike, I've told Jay, dog, I've literally, and nurse, sorry about calling you dog. I wasn't calling you dog. Jay seen me tear up, cry, the whole nine. And I'm like, yo, this is really messed up. What happened or whatever. Jay has never, ever. The closest I got was one time, but he's never been like, I'm done. Why is this happening? Like, why is this happening right now? And he's always kept the facade up there.
But that ain't got nothing to do with me being in the MRI and all of a sudden wanting to get out.
Coach Jay Black, that's And that's
That
not
means
your
you have
natural
something
environment.
Wait, Mo. Go ahead, nurse.
Sure.
I said it does. That means you keep everything bottled up. If you don't unpack it, it's going to find a way to show up in your life.
From being in the MRI and wanting to get out, like all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
because you don't have control anymore. You control everything.
I would definitely suggest you sit down with someone, because the thing about it, sometimes we're too close to things and we can't see them. It's kind of like my daughter's father. When I got out of the relationship, I was like, dang, that was an ugly mug. But when I was in love with him, he was so handsome. You couldn't tell me nothing about it. When I got out, I was like, that he don't look the same. So yes, that's why it's important to talk to someone, because they can see things that you can't see because you're too close to it.
What are your thoughts on the CBD? Somebody asked about CBD.
Everybody's different. I tried CBD. It does not work on me, but it works wonders on some of my friends. So, like I said, everybody is different. So you have to figure out what's best for you. And I don't allow anyone to guilt you about any decision that you make that's best for you, because that's your business. Because at the end of the day, the only person that you can be concerned about is you. And, miserable people love miserable people. So if they see you doing something that's benefiting you and helping you get into a better place, and they stuck in misery.
I love everything you're saying, and now I have to be who I am. Okay, in the hospital, forget COVID, forget everything, vaccinations. All right,
Come on with it.
Focus right now.
I was ready for you, Michael Shawn. I already knew.
No, I already know.
And
I already ruined one relationship. Yo, how much sex goes on in that hospital? Like, real talk. Like, how much
sex in a hospital?
Yes. Like, do doctors really be knocking down nurses? And like, you thought you was ready. You thought you was ready.
I've never had a Grey's Anatomy situation.
No, not you, but.
No, I've never seen it. I've never there's rumors, but as far as them going into the supply room to get a quickie, like I've never seen that in the hospital.
What was the rumors you heard?
I plead the fifth.
It's about so it be going down.
I live in a small town, so I plead the fifth.
All right, so hypothetically speaking, if you had to make up, if I had like $1 million and I was like, we're gonna write a book on what goes on in a hospital, and we're gonna write a book, could you make up stories that you'd be like,
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
A nurse that stole the doctor from his wife and got her house built, and then when he came home, she had changed the locks and he couldn't get in.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. All right. Who are the hardest patients to deal with? Oh, no. Wait. You were about to say something. Say something. Go ahead. Say something.
Someone on IG wrote, the trials are safe and these doctors are not lie. Do not lie. No one wants malpractice lawsuits.
So I guess talking about COVID.
There's a lot of doctors in jail right now for overprescribing people stuff because it puts money in their pockets. I'm just going to say that.
All right. First of all, we need you on the show and we want to make sure you have a job, but I didn't even know that. Like,
really? In Dallas, there was a lot of doctors that went to jail because what they would do is they would give the patients back injections to build their insurance, and then they would give them hydrocodone, and they would get addicted to the hydrocodone, so they would keep coming back and getting the injections.
Oh my God.
Yes. I have a patient who got injections so long from her doctor taking that money that her back is horrible and she cannot get surgery because the steroids make the bones weak. And so there's nothing for them to put the screws in.
Oh my God.
The difference is I don't get that luxury. Most people, when they go to the doctor, they believe what the doctor say. I have to prove that I know what I'm talking about before people even listen to me. So I've never had the luxury of people that's coming in believing what I say. Everything I tell people, they Google it, they verify it, So I always have to be on point. I can't make mistakes. If
Well,
I
yeah,
make a mistake, it's like my license is no good.
I mean, I'm listening with a critical ear because you're saying about the vaccine that you're not vaccinated, and you're saying that you take this vitamin and that vitamin. I'm wondering, like, well, if all these other doctors are saying take the vaccine, and you're suggesting, I guess look into it deeper and you take this
No,
vitamin and that.
I'm suggesting you do what's best for you. The only thing the
Okay.
vaccine does is decrease your chances of dying. I'm decreasing my chances of dying by taking vitamins. And really, the vaccine should not be forced on anybody because it's that person's choice. The vaccine only affects the person who takes it. So I'm confused why everyone is trying to force people to take a vaccine if it only protects them. Like that kind of, I don't understand the shot for shot, the joint for the jabs. That makes no sense to me. And there are now jobs that are offering people $500 to take the vaccine. But guess how much Pfizer made? I think I learned that on your show, that Pfizer made $15 billion off of it.
Yeah.
So they're using that money to pay places to say, hey, you can't come in here unless, you get the vaccine. And I think it's really funny that they tell you that and then they offer it to you for a fee. If it was so important, why would they give it to you for free? Why you still got to pay for it?
I want to ask this. When we see, when we see the actual hospital.
Mike, real quick, remember your thought, Mike. Somebody just came back here and said vitamins aren't FDA approved also. What do you say to that?
But they're natural. And in 15 years, when you see those commercials, if you took the COVID vaccine actually you can't see those commercials because since it's not FDA approved, you can't go back and sue them. That's my issue. Like with Johnson Johnson, they're FDA approved, so now you can go back and sue them. But 15 years now, when they find out that it causes you to grow a third eye here or whatever the conspiracy people are saying, then you can't sue because you took it knowing that it wasn't FDA approved. If you read the fact sheet that they gave you, at the bottom, it says that the effectiveness of this vaccine is unknown.
All right, I forgot my question. But but no, it's not that bad. That was good, Jay. My thing is, so how do you go about everyday life? Like you're a nurse practitioner and you're sitting there and you haven't had the shot. So how do you go about your everyday life working if somebody says, okay, you're in the hospital? Explain.
Okay, so this Saturday I had a patient that has COVID, and normally if I know you have COVID, I do virtual visits. So they have the blood pressure cuff, they have the pulse ox in the homes, and then I checked. Her oxygen was good, but her blood pressure was 220 over 90 stroke level. So I told her to call the ambulance, and she called them. They came out and they told her that it was not a big issue, and they left. So when I called her back, she said, well, I'm feeling worse. So I had to go into a home. This was a COVID positive home. So I had a gown on, I had on gloves, I had my disinfectant spray. I was spraying myself down. I called the ambulance. I made them take her to the hospital. Then I went to the hospital to make sure that she stayed there. So how I protect myself is when I got home, I have a room that I go to, that I take my clothes off, I put them in a bag, I take my shoes off, I spray everything for disinfect, and I leave it there for a few days. And I go straight to the shower. I take a shower. When I get out of the shower, I disinfect the shower. The best thing that you should do is when you come into your home from outside, assume that you have COVID all over you.
Got you. So, in your advice, if you had advice to somebody who's on, because Shawnee hasn't been vaccinated.
Right.
I have. Mo has. Jay Black has. What's your advice on how? Oh, Mo, have you?
No.
Oh, you haven't.
No,
okay.
I would recommend that you go and get your antibodies tested.
Oh, wait. Say that one more time.
Get your antibodies tested.
And do that. Why?
Because if you have antibodies to COVID, then you have something in your system that will attack the COVID if it enters your body. If you don't have antibodies, then I would tell you that you do need the vaccine. I'm not against the vaccine. I have recommended vaccine to many people that have a lot of underlying health conditions. Like if you have diabetes and heart failure and things like that, then you need the vaccine. If you have clotting factors, then you should not take it. I know a patient whose husband took the vaccine against someone else's advice, and he died in 9 days. clots all over his body. So it's individualized, and I'm not anti-vax. And that's a big thing. Just because you don't take a vaccine don't mean you're anti-vax. I'm I'm pro-choice. You decide what's best for you and your body. I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. The only thing I have is obesity. That's it. If I had others, then I would probably, think about it. But I don't think I'm at risk enough to where I think I should take it.
I have to tell you,
so I don't have any of the risk
as the
factors.
numbers rise, then I might consider it. But as of right now, I'm just monitoring the numbers in my county. Because if you can put coronavirus deaths in your whatever Panola County, Tarrant County, whatever your county is, and you can watch those numbers. And if those numbers start to get pretty high and you haven't been vaccinated, you're going to have to either stay home or get vaccinated. So that's kind of some of the advice I give. And the reason why I think I'm so open about the vaccine, because nobody else is. Like, I know a lot of people that are not vaccinated, but they won't tell people because, like, someone even said that they hope that everybody that does not have the vaccine get put in a room and they all catch it and die. The thing about it is the people that don't have the vaccine, we're not the ones spreading it because we're still wearing our masks. The worst thing that happened to COVID was the vaccine. Because when people got their vaccine, they took those masks off, they kept going to parties, they kept going to weddings, they kept doing all this stuff, and they're the ones that's spreading it. Those who are not vaccinated, we never stop. So if I got my mask on and somebody, I think Shawnee said about the mask, it needs to have at least a 3-layer filter. If it doesn't have a 3-layer filter, then it's not. The cloth mask with no filter, they protect the other person. They don't protect you at all. So you have to make sure that your mask has at least a 3-layer filter.
So what is a 3-layer filter? Is it just a blue one, the regular one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They have some black ones that have 5-layer filters. The cone ones have 5-layer filters, and then they have the green ones in the hospital.
I think your angle and your perspective on everything is so fair. And it's the one time that I've actually talked to somebody who's actually given both sides of the spectrum. And you're like, just wear your mask and but you're still not going to get the vaccination.
Not now.
And what would lead you? What's the one thing that you'll say, okay, I'm going to do it now?
I think it would have to be a lot more positives in the county that I live.
Right. Okay.
And the fact that I work for myself, I kind of control my work environment.
Right.
So it's not like I'm working with a bunch of people that I have to question if they're safe or not.
Wow.
When my patients come in, they have to wear their mask. I actually had an incident with a plumber that came into my facility and told me I couldn't tell him to wear a mask. And I told him, well, I can tell you what a door is. It's over there.
What? Wait, what? He's working for you.
Yes.
And he said, you can't tell me to wear the mask.
Right. He actually said, I can either wear a mask, I can fix your toilet. Which one do you want me to do? And I told him, I want you to go out there, though.
Do you find it difficult being a African American female in your field? Like, do you find that the white folk don't respect you the same?
I'm the very first one in my county to ever have their own medical practice. And when I introduced myself, I can tell they're a little taken back because when I showed up to see the patient, they assumed I was their sitter.
Oh, wow. That is the bull. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Do you agree that what's so difficult?
I had the shirt on, and I had
that shirt,
and I had the scrub hat on because I was going into a COVID positive. I had the computer in my hand so I could give them her medical records, but they assumed I was the sitter.
Jesus, well, that's a whole nother subject that'll get me kicked up.
I wrote a whole book about that. No Colored Nurses is available on Amazon. Shameless plug. Go out and get it.
No. Say it again.
No Colored Nurses. It's on Amazon. It's stories of true life stories of things that I had to deal with in Texas, being a very outspoken, very Black nurse.
Wow, we actually have to do this again because I need to hear more.
As far as getting paid, is it a good time to be in the medical field?
That's bittersweet because I do telemedicine, and I can tell you between July 12th and now, I've seen so many patients that I can pretty much pay for my office for the year. and they're all COVID. Like since I'm sitting here, I'm still swiping up because people are trying to book appointments for COVID.
So what do they say? What is the conversations you have with everybody? You're swiping. What is the biggest fear other than catching it?
Well, really, for the telemedicine, it's not a mental thing. It's just trying to get them treated for COVID. So the things I ask them is, what are your symptoms and when did they start? Because that tells me how much medication you need and how long you need to take it for.
And how long? What medication do you take, and how long do you take it for?
Yes.
No, but what is the medication? Like, what is it?
Well, it depends on your symptoms.
I got a high fever.
If you have a high fever, then I would prescribe you ivermectin. It's a medication that is how can I say this? I have to be careful what I say because I ain't trying to get in trouble.
No, don't, because we ain't got no money to help you. Like if you fuck up your whole thing, like we're gonna be like, our bad.
Well, not
bad.
really, because if I get in trouble,
works out for you.
Mess up your thing.
Right. But there are medications that you can take. It's not FDA approved, but it's clinically sound as far as helping you fight or prevent COVID. And a lot of people don't want others to take it because I know there's a doctor in town that won't give it.
What's it called? One more time. What's it called?
Ivermectin.
How you spell that, please?
Ivermectin.
And how do you get that? You'd have to
You have to go through your doctor, your nurse practitioner.
Okay. All right.
And I actually tried to get it for myself, and I went through a telemedicine, and with all of my knowledge, I even gave them the research and sent them, and they would not give it to me. And
so you couldn't get it.
Right. I had to find a friend and be her patient, and she gave it to me. And the lady said, well, I don't feel comfortable giving this to you because it's not FDA approved. I was like, but neither is the vaccine. So why are you giving me a hard time?
Ain't that is the most and while we have you here,
she can't write prescriptions for herself as a
doctor.
Okay.
Forget that. The fact that a vaccine is being given that the FDA still hasn't approved, is the dumbest, most suicidal thing we've ever done in our lives.
But yet you took it too.
I did because no.
He said he was a follower when he took it.
No,
remember?
I said I was a. And guess what? I don't give a damn about nobody except when somebody says you can get your parents sick and you can get your kids sick. And I said that was my kryptonite.
Yep.
Because listen, real talk. I'll say this 1,000 times. If I don't take a vaccination and I die, I'm good.
Right.
I just can't take affecting people in my family, and they know this. They know I cannot get my mom and dad sick. They know my kids have asthma. So they know this whole trick. Oh my God. Yeah. This is the fact that you're in the front line and that you still haven't taken the vaccination. So
look at all the nurses that refuse to take it. That right there, because we have more knowledge and upfront, experiences with people on both sides. The people that are vaccinated and coming to the hospital, and people that don't have the vaccine coming to the hospital. If you have so many nurses that refuse to take it, that should tell you something. It should be, and I don't think it should be forced on anybody. Everybody should have their own personal opinion. I don't agree with people going out saying vaccines save lives, and that's all that save lives. Masks save lives. Washing hands save lives. Social distance save lives. It's not just vaccines. So I don't understand why that's the only thing they're pushing. But they want to make the vaccines mandated, but not the masks. Like that, the one thing that keeps you from spreading it to everybody in the room, that's the one thing that they don't want to make mandated is a mask. And that's something you can remove from your body. You can't pull the vaccine out your arm, So I don't get that.
Yeah, so let's make a mandate with the shot, but let's not make a mandate with the mask. Okay, there's a silly question. Oh, go ahead, Jay Black. You go first. Go ahead.
It was two things. Yeah, I saw Miss Ken has been challenging some of the aspects I see on IG. She said emergency authorization is different from not being FDA approved. I guess because FDA is emergency. Is authorization is there, so is not saying that. Well, it's not FDA approved, but they authorized it. Like, what is their response?
They authorized it because this pandemic, that's going around. and then we needed something. So therefore it was authorized that, okay, we're not going to give you the safety net of it, but we're going to let you take it because it might help. You remember that a lot of people were dying. It slowed down some, but a lot of people were dying when they got, the authorization.
True.
So that's why. And for me, enough time has gone past by now. By now, it should be FDA approved. If it was FDA approvable, it would be approved by now.
Exactly. Exactly. Like
it's been almost 2 years.
It's been 2 years of millions and millions and millions and millions of people taking the vaccination, including myself, and the FDA still goes, huh? We're not sure.
With that.
We're not sure.
We're close. We're still looking into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then Action had a funny question. Viagra, can you write prescriptions for Viagra? You could do those?
I do, and I do it often.
See that, Action?
Can you hit me at Mike Shawn Comedy?
That's actually how I get my men to take their blood pressure medication. I was like, you can either take your blood pressure now or you can take your Viagra later. So which one you want to do?
Oh God. I had a question and I forgot
Viagra
what it was.
is very expensive. So
why is Viagra so damn expensive?
Because you have to pay to play.
We had a hookup. I had a hookup. Cialis, I think, is better than Viagra, but that don't make no damn sense. It should be that, like, online, like when you see the online advertisements and they'll say they'll send it to you discreetly and you're like, and they're like $30 a pill. Is that a lot?
Yeah. That's a lot.
Is that the no frill for Viagra? Is there a no frill? Is like a cheaper version out there?
How you got a no frill? Like you semi hard? Like what?
Well, Michael Shawn, you did say that sex is the only thing that you can't live without. So that's why the asthma medication is so high. They know you got to breathe, so you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna come up with that money some kind of way.
All right. Nerds, I hate to say this. I hate to do this, but I have to bring you in on it. I believe if you get drafted into the NFL, the NBA, no matter how old you are, yes.
Like
how dangerous is a vasectomy? Give me a percentage. Like if I get a vasectomy today. I
can't tell you that, but I know that they are a simple procedure. They're supposed to be easily reversible. But I would say if the young man decided to make that choice, I would freeze my sperm just in case there was an issue reversing. That way you're covered.
Okay, nurse, real quick. You said it's easily reversible, correct?
Correct.
Where's Mo at? Where's her drunk ass at?
No, that's not what she said. She said that there's a chance that something might go wrong.
And I just want to make sure you said it was easily reversible, correct?
But things happen.
No. Things happen and everything. I can die getting my tonsils removed.
That's true.
Easily reversible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saving these dudes $4 million. Well, I get it. Hey Mo. How you doing, drunk?
Hey, how you?
I'm drunk.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, the nurse just said a vasectomy is easily reversible.
But no.
I already said that.
Don't say it to me. Don't say it to me. Hold up, heifer. Don't say it to me. Say it to
Not
her.
the heifer.
So what I said to him.
I know what you said. You said that there are chances that this still might go wrong. I told you that.
And thank you. Don't be trying to play me.
And
don't try to play me.
No. Hey, drunk girl, there's a chance that you could die if you have your tonsils removed. There's a chance you could die too.
Yes, but there are other methods that you can take before going to the extremity of just saying that that's the first go solution.
I'm just saying that I know one PJ Washington would have saved $3.6 million if it had a vasectomy. That is easily. And that's not what you were saying, because we can go to the show.
We can go to the show. What I said and what I said.
You ain't gotta yell. You ain't gotta yell.
I know exactly what I said. Okay.
No, and you were like, "Oh, it could happen." We just had somebody say it was easily reversed.
I didn't say that it could not be reversed. What I said was
you did not
that
say it was easily reversed.
No, what I said is it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be successful, meaning that it's going to work. There are chances, there are complications that can arise.
And
the vas deferens is very small.
And what I said,
just because you get okay.
No, don't get what I said.
Wait. I know what I said, and she know what I said. I'm not going.
Whoa. She just said it was easily reversed, and I said there's a chance on air.
The procedure, but Mike, in terms of you being able to have kids again, it doesn't always mean that just because you had it. All right.
Continue. I didn't interrupt. Go ahead.
No, because it's fruitless for me to continue to say the same thing.
Oh, no, it's absolutely not fruitless because we're doing it for the show. So anything for the show is never fruitless.
Okay.
So continue.
Well, you always cut me off, so I didn't know if you wanted me to continue to say it again.
Continue.
So again, yes, you can have it's a simple medical procedure. Normally, doctors will tell you, or even a nurse practitioner can chime in and say, yes, you can have it reversed. But it doesn't always mean that it's always going to be successful. And that's all I said yesterday. It's not 100% guaranteed that if you have this done at 18, that when you get ready to have kids and you get ready to have the procedure reversed, that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work. Not that the doctor can't do it or the surgeon can't do it, but that your body, everybody's body is different. Everybody's body heals differently. And reacts to that process differently. So that is all I said yesterday.
Have you finished?
See? So
no,
you asked me to talk, then. Okay.
She just said all that. No, finish or are you done?
I'm done. I'm finished and I'm done.
Number one, yesterday, you never used the word simple.
No, because you said, no, I'm paraphrasing. I'm just going back to what you said.
Are you interrupting me now?
You know what? As a therapist, I'm going to let you have your time.
Are you interrupting me now?
Oh no! And I apologize that I infringed on your
number one.
Not infringed.
Number one, never use the word simple.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you said it wasn't easily reversed, and you said you never know. And I made the example: you never know on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have somebody else who said a vasectomy is easily reversed.
Mm-hmm.
So why? On God's green earth, will we keep these 18-year-olds make millions of dollars and put themselves in jeopardy of doing something and having a child in life that is a lifetime commitment? If it's easily reversed, just like taking your tonsils out is something that is easy to do. That's all I'm saying.
I think you missing the point that she acknowledges that there are complications and that that could happen, and that's the reason why she's against it.
I totally understand that, but I get there's complications on every single time you have surgery, but we do it every day. We're
talking about elective versus a need, right? Because a vasectomy is an elective surgery. You don't have to have it. It's not something that is a life-saving or dire emergency that you have to have it. Yeah, so if there's something of an emergency, of course you're going to say, okay, the doctor says, it's a 50-50 chance with this particular procedure. If it's something that's the only thing that's going to save your life, you're going to flip the dice and you're going to say, all right, let's go. But if it's something elective, again, okay.
And I'm electing not to be in jail. No. This is why women speak for men. I'm electing thousands of men who are in jail right now because they can't pay child support on a kid they didn't want to have. And y'all don't get that. There are dudes sitting in jail right now because they can't pay child support. They didn't want to have this kid. And all I was saying was, at 18, get a vasectomy so you're not wasting years of your life and you're not wasting millions of dollars. That's all I'm saying to the dudes.
And all I'm saying is there are other methods before going to you're basically putting the vasectomy as the first and foremost method of preventing having an unwanted child. And all I'm saying is that there are other options, less invasive, to explore before you hit to, you know what, I'm just going to go straight to get a vasectomy.
And have those methods worked?
Have they been tried? Have they been used? Condoms?
Yes, they've been tried. Yeah, they've been tried.
Absolutely, people use condoms.
Have they worked in our community?
You said, have they worked in our community?
Yeah, have they worked?
I wouldn't say 100% of the people, Black and brown people, use condoms, but I wouldn't go as far as to say Black and brown people don't use condoms, and this is the only way that we can control this type of situation.
All I asked was, have they worked? And if you had to say yes or no, which one would you say?
I would say take it case by case. And I'm being honest, take it case by case, because there are some responsible men out there, or it's responsible young men who take that very serious, and their parents have poured into them. And then there's some people out there like who want it.
In a majority, if you had to say, have they worked? It's okay to say no.
I mean, I'm not screwing everybody. I can't give you that. I can't give you that data.
Mo,
I can't give you that data.
You do know the data. Has it worked?
I can't give you that data. I'm not going to say if it works or if it doesn't. I think it depends on.
It
depends on the individual. I really feel like it depends on the individual.
No,
but again,
I want the nurse here, because this is what I'm talking about. When I ask you, has it worked? The numbers will tell you it has not worked. The numbers will tell you, look at the NBA and break down the amount of child support or unchild support or the drama or Ray Caruth, who killed his baby mom, who tried to kill her. No, he did kill her.
So as a therapist, I'm big on underlying issues. So now you're tackling a whole nother set of issues. I'm gonna shut up.
Because I'm asking these young men, they are not built to make the decision because it's an unfair game. It's a fixed fight. That's all. It's a fixed fight. I'm 18. I get everything I've ever wanted. I get all the drugs, all the alcohol, all the women. And then you say, well, you better make sure you're safe. My whole situation ain't safe. I'm running these streets with money, liquor, everything I want. And all I'm saying is, all right, maybe I took it too far. My bad. It's like everybody wants to fight with this, make the right choice. And you know, from right now, they're not making the right choice. They're not making the right choice. We got a kid in 2021 who is now going to pay $200,000 a month for 18 years in 2021. To make the right choice, it doesn't happen. So all I'm saying is there's an option. Get a vasectomy. It's easily reversed when you meet the girl that you really want to marry. I don't know how that's not.
Because it's extreme. Anytime that you do something, any type of surgery is an extreme choice. I think that's her whole point. That's a very extreme decision to make, to have a vasectomy at the age of 18.
And let me tell you what's more extreme. Having a kid with somebody you hate.
I agree with both.
At 18. Let me tell you what's
the person decides what's best for them. An 18-year-old can decide if he wants a vasectomy and make sure that he freezes his sperm so he can have children later. And then there's some that wouldn't work for them. So it's a personal choice.
And at 18, you can go to war. So I'm like, at 18, be like, hey.
You said go to war.
you can go to war and die in 2 days. Like 18, you're like, hey, here's what you can do. Get a vasectomy. It can be reversed. And don't undo it until you are literally with a woman that you think, because it's still not 100%, that you think is the one, because it's still not 100%. But don't have an 18-year-old kid having these, like, God damn.
Actually said people don't even want to wear a mask to make the right choice. And Mike wants them to get a vasectomy. Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Wait. The whole country is telling you to take a shot. The whole country is telling you to put a shot in your arm that you have no idea what is in. I'm helping you save money.
Mike doing it for the
Priorities.
people. Doing it for
Priorities.
you.
My life or money? Priorities.
All right.
All
Once
right,
again,
nurse.
thanks, nurse practitioner.
Nurse, I'm sorry, nurse. I'm sorry. It just kills me when people like. I'm sorry. I apologize. We lost the last.
I used to think you were angry. Now I just know you're passionate. So
I'm passionate.
Yeah.
I don't want these moms to be by themselves and raise kids. I don't want these dudes to get played. That's all I'm saying. It's just an option. That's all it is. That's all it is as an option.
Michael Shawn, he's not angry. He's just passionate.
I want to say kudos to you for opening up your own practice. I know it's not easy as a Black nurse practitioner.
Don't be trying to kiss up to the nurse because you want her on your side. Don't be trying to kiss up.
I had to break it down. I had to break it down to y'all what a nurse practitioner is. What's your cash app, nurse?
What's your cash app?
You had my back. I saw that. I appreciate it.
Underrated, underappreciated.
Shawn was the one talking about where the doctor's at. Go get you a doctor.
So that's Jay Black. That would be Jay Black.
No, that was me. That was me.
And that would be Jay Black. When you walk in a room, Jay Black gonna be like, "Well, I'd rather speak to the doctor." Do you get that a lot?
No, I say that.
I have, but at the end of it, like I actually went to a patient's home, and when the man opened the door and saw me, I could tell from the look on his face he didn't appreciate the fact that I was there. And so he sat across the room, and his dad had just got out of the hospital. So I was talking to his dad, going over his medications, telling him why they did this and what the tests that they did, what they were looking for. And I noticed that he kept bringing his chair a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. And by the time I got ready to leave, he told me to wait, and he left, and he came back with his medical records, and he asked me for a second opinion.
Having to walk back across, humbling.
So that happens quite often, but at this point, I'm used to it. So, like, I would love the luxury of walking into a room with my name tag on and people assumed that I knew what I was doing until I did something wrong. It's always the opposite. I have to prove that I have over 20-something years of experience and knowledge before people will even consider that I might know what I'm talking about.
No, I think it's just weird. Like we had to adjust, like with assistants and nurse practitioners, which is something I never knew of. And now, and then we had to form the respect. Like, you guys know what you're doing. It's just like the medical field never just gives us a memo. Like, guess what? You should respect these people. You should respect the answer. It's like when we get to the office, it's all of a sudden like you have something brand new and you're like, okay, first of all, I'm scared to go to the doctor. I don't trust the doctor. Let's get it right. I don't even
be happier to have a nurse practitioner, because a nurse practitioner not only has the bedside, but she has the assessment. Because normally the nurse does the assessment and then they give it to the doctor. Some things get lost in translation because she doesn't know what questions to ask the patient in order to get the right diagnosis. As a nurse practitioner, I do it all in one. So nothing is missed and nothing is, the questions that should be asked, they get asked because I know what I'm looking for when I'm doing my assessment.
When you have this much time in, what is the one thing that you can see that you can tell that you embarrass men? Like, they're the questions that men don't want to answer. Like when you talk to them, or is there a point where men you can tell they get a little because I know I got some questions like that I've been like, like, go ahead.
I can't think of questions that I ask because they really don't get embarrassed, because for most things, as far as like the prostate exam or things like that, they're not coming to me.
Oh, they're not.
Because
so you never
they'll flirt with me, and you can't flirt with somebody once they've had their hand up your butt.
Yeah, like you had the thing in my butt, girl.
But I mean,
you had the thing in my butt. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Or they may just flirt with you.
Okay. No, I ain't gonna lie. When I had the prostate exam, the first lady was so nice.
I get that, especially the older guys.
Oh, did she freeze?
I think she froze.
Yeah, I think she froze a little bit.
She putting hands
Because
up.
I was telling Jay Black, we were having a conversation about the prostate, and he had never heard of the term, milking the prostate, and he was like, "What?" And when I broke it down to him and explained the situation, he was like, "What? I'd never heard of that before."
I think
that she is frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Yeah. All right. So, let's let her, because we want to thank.
It's a real thing.
It's not a real thing.
She heard it.
Hold on, nurse. It's not a real thing.
No, it's a delay. Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she's all. Yeah, I ain't taking that.
All right, shout to her. That was good. That was good. That was good. A vasectomy is easily reversed. Go ahead, get mad.
Which may have complications, she says. It was both.
Anything can have complications. I'm telling you, I will save the NBA and NFL players $1 billion. I have the answer, people. I have the answer. It's Shawnee Scott. It is easily reversed. A vasectomy is easily reversed.
The whole thing. I heard the whole thing.
You can die from getting your tonsils out. I can save people billions of dollars. I can save kids feeling like they're not wanted by their father or mother.
But
why are y'all fighting this?
Extreme. Didn't she also say that it's extreme?
It's only extreme
for an 18-year-old. Okay.
I wish. I wish. I wish at 18.
Okay,
I wish my dad would have been like, yo, get a vasectomy. I got you. It's easily.
Is this a new law? I didn't write it down. Is this a official law?
Hey, Jay Black. Hey, Jay Black. Keep it funky right now. If you knew at 18 and they gave you a vasectomy, it was like, you're going to be hurt for 48 hours, but you can't have no kids till you decide to have kids. Would you have done it?
Being honest, no, not at 18. I'm sitting thinking I'm controlling myself. You ain't taking my manhood, and I'm gonna be in control. So I'm.
So you rather pay for abortions?
I'm gonna be rolling that dice thing, and I'm in full control.
But that's what I'm saying. This doesn't make any sense as a dude. Do you know how much money was spent on going to clinics and abortions and doing all that? And we're cool with that.
No, I mean, it's about, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole.
No, let's go.
No.
Do you know how many people have sat at a damn abortion and sat there and paid for multiple?
Yeah.
And all you had to do was get a vasectomy and be like, when I'm ready, when I meet the woman that I really want to be with, I will reverse it.
But it might not work. Like that's some big dice to roll.
It's easily reversed. I'm going to get another doctor. I'm going to do the one show prep. I'm going to get another doctor on here. Y'all would rather cats really be like ditching women, getting $250 for the abortion, making sure and literally doing everything instead of saying you get a vaccination so it does not happen. Yes, I'm still on this. Yes. Because if I really bring up the numbers of how many kids don't know they dad because they didn't want to have the kid.
I mean, but that's not just the NBA and NFL. It's kids.
It's life in general.
Yeah, who daddy just round the corner and just don't want to.
We can't pay for the therapy. Nobody can get the therapy. These young men they're raised, and young women and young men are raised that this man didn't like them. All this trauma happens when all you had to do was say, you can't make a baby till this age.
No. You're gonna mess up a lot of people.
Mess up who? Nobody's being born.
Some people want to have a kid at that age. They want to still be young and not wait that long. And
then don't. If you want to have a kid, then don't. Then don't have it. It's that simple.
Exactly. You don't have to have a vasectomy. Just don't have a kid. Don't. Hey, protect yourself.
So
It's
let
all
me
kind of
ask
stuff
you
out there.
something. Are you implying that you feel like the solution
Action said,
Action, I paid
he said,
that
I paid that
all
250. We've been there. We all been in action. We all been there.
Go ahead, Mo.
Oh, I'm just asking a question. Are you implying that every 18-year-old male, whether they're in the NBA or not, should have a vasectomy until they're ready to
No,
have
I
children?
should. If
That was
you
a question.
if you say, you know what, I wouldn't mind having a kid right now. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What 18-year-old? But I'm not even gonna get into that. If you say, I absolutely, the last thing I would want to happen ever was to get somebody pregnant right now.
Mm-hmm.
The vasectomy is free, and the reversal is free,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have it 27 years old or whatever age you decide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
A
reverse is
reverse,
what people don't really know about. I
but
didn't know that as a kid. Yeah, you didn't know that it could be reversed.
So
But go
that's
ahead.
the procedure, and that's not what I'm talking about. That's the procedure. Yes, it can be reversed, but what I said was about I touched on success and it being an extreme measure to just go to that as your first go-to to protect yourself from a situation like that. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
okay. You're like, dog. All we do is report
Mm-hmm.
fathers and baby moms who didn't want to have the kid.
Mm-hmm.
All we do is NFL players, NBA players, Major League Baseball players. All we do is report. He's 700,000 in arrears. He doesn't want to be with the kid. She's not paying. All I'm saying is, all this would be non and void. None of this would happen if they just had the vasectomy, and then when they were ready, they tapped the doctor and said, "Now I'm ready."
That's why you have to go through a series of psychiatric evaluations before you get your tubes tied and before you get into vasectomy, because they want to make sure that that is something that you want to do.
Wait, you're saying they did what?
You you have to speak like they ask you a series
So when
of
I was there and the
questions.
tubes got tied, they asked 4 questions.
Well, it depends on how old you are, number one. And then they do ask you questions. They don't just say, "Oh, you want your tubes tied?" Okay,
Why
sure.
why your legs are open? That was the evaluation.
Prior to. So prior to, it has to have been a discussion. You don't just say, "Oh, you know what? I want to have my tubes tied right now." And the doctor doesn't ask you a series of questions in regards to what your future outlook is on having children.
Okay, so why don't you have a problem with that? And you don't have a problem with that.
I said for both.
Okay, so you're cool with what normally happens with the tubes being tied, but if a kid gets I
wouldn't be okay with an 18-year-old getting her tubes tied either.
After her first pregnancy, you would have a problem with that. Even
Yeah,
if it could be reversed.
She's young. She's too young to make that decision.
And just because you can have it surgically reversed, because that can be reversed as well, it does not mean that it's going to operate the way that it needs to when the time comes.
So I'm not talking about y'all. Then don't complain about teenage pregnancy. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not talking about y'all.
I'm not
don't
saying anything
about an 18-year-old having 3 kids. Then don't complain. Like, y'all can't have it like if a girl wants to get her tubes tied after the first one, y'all like, you too young. What the fuck? You're not helping taking care of the first one.
Yeah, but she got her whole life. She might meet a man when she's 25, 26, 27, and then she wants to have a family with him, and trying to get those tubes, trying to reverse that is hard. It's not necessarily successful. You might have to go through vitro, which is a whole lot more expensive than just, hey, you just got to practice some self-control. I mean, having a baby is not the end of the world. That's not the worst thing that can happen.
And I'm not talking about y'all two, but then don't critique this young woman when she has the second kid, and then y'all sit there and talk shit about her.
So now we're doving into decision making. We're back at decision making, right?
And this is what I'm trying to tell you. We're trying to say decision making, and we're saying, like, make the right decision. And then after 50,000 kids are born, we go, Make the right decision. And then we do the same thing generation after generation, and we keep going, make the right decision. I'm telling these athletes that does not work. And we have evidence that it does not work. It don't work. And I'm just giving you an option so that I can take that out your hands as a man. I can be like, yo, you're about to have $20 million. Jay Black, you good?
Jay Black, what's wrong?
I'm reading text messages. My wife is texting me. Mike got her all up in the tizzy, and she's commenting.
I don't care because she's not a man neither.
What did Lady Q say?
No, go. She be going so left.
I'll tell you from past experience, personal experience, the whole nine. There are certain experiences that I should have had a vasectomy because my reckless ass. And this is what 18-year-old men are. Reckless asses. That's what we are.
So since you reckless, we just gonna say, okay, we're gonna just give you a vasectomy because you're reckless?
Yes, because I'm reckless. Yes. Do you know why we put seatbelts on? Because we're reckless driving.
Oh, so if you marry, I just saw that comment. If you marry, your spouse got to sign off too? Wow. Even at the age of 25, you got to get the spouse to sign off. I guess because y'all a joint union, but it ain't in her body. Is that true?
You're still at childbearing age is why they have these conversations with you, and they don't just talk to you one time when you are contemplating having your tubes tied.
No, but a man should have nothing to do with a woman having a tube tied.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that part.
Well, that's what.
Yeah,
That's true. Oh, now they act up. Now y'all want to talk? Y'all want to talk now?
I mean, my doctor had that conversation with me when I was pregnant with the baby girl, and because I was a lot older having kids, I wasn't in my 20s. I was, in my 30s when I started having kids, and he did. He was like, "Well, do you plan on having more kids after this? Do you want to get your tubes tied or?" What do you want to do?
And I think a woman decides that. I don't give a damn what a man thinks. He wants to have another kid. Well, then that's your problem. Sorry, Jay. Go bring back. It was two. I don't know who's doing it because y'all be battling. Y'all be versus.
No, which one?
It's Jay.
This one.
Athletes need for real life counseling coaches as soon as they begin to get popularity, male and female. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you got a LeBron is the exception. A dude comes into the league at 17 and 18 years old. The last thing you want is he's just running crazy. And then when he gets the girl pregnant in Tulsa, Arizona, and he doesn't see her ever again, then all of a sudden when they find out the baby's there, he's the worst person in the history of the world. This is what I'm trying to avoid. It's easily reversed. So you don't make a decision on an intoxicated night at 2:00 in the morning with some girl named Shay Shay that you happen to see that you're knocking off raw because you made a bad decision, because adults make bad decisions every single day. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to help.
And it looked like a couple people did just confirm. Actually, our nurse practitioner, I guess, confirmed it's true. My doctor would not tie my tubes because my husband did not agree. And it looks like Tam experienced the same thing. Yes, Jay Black is true. Both parties need to consent. That's why a doctor, yeah. So it's true. If you're married, you just can't be getting tubes tied.
All right, before you say it's true, just because we had 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, my doctor wasn't checking for my husband, and he was my husband. He didn't ask him nothing.
Before you say 2 or 3 people, it's true.
Yeah, he didn't. My doctor was like, "What you want to do? You want to do this? Yeah, doc, go on and do it."
And if she decides I want my tubes tied, I don't care if she's 22. I don't care if she's 19. She should have that right to be like, I'm not doing this again. Mm-hmm. And if there's a chance that we can reverse it, then cool. I know I'm making sense.
Yeah.
I know.
I regret that I got my tubes tied.
Shoot,
I regret. Yeah.
Were they burnt so you couldn't get them untied?
I mean, no, they can be untied, as they say. But I mean, the older you get, That's a process. So like when I started thinking about having kids again, it was like, well, you could always do in vitro, but that's real expensive. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe we'll take this egg and put it in somebody else and let them carry it.
Mike, my wife said perhaps they should stop giving millions of dollars to irresponsible 18-year-old boys then and then throw hands up.
Yeah, that's a solution
Uh-oh,
too. That's
Mike
a solution because make them wait till they're old enough to know how to handle that.
And then I guess the tube side that used to be true everywhere, but now it's only some states. So yeah, I think like the nurse Shaquisha said, I guess some doctors may require the spouse to be involved. Like Action was able to get his
Mo eating so pretty this morning.
What is that? She cannot get them done without having signing papers.
That's how I shut up. I put stuff in my mouth.
Why watch the show?
What Tam said.
Hold on, Jay Black, before it's true.
Yeah, it was 3 people that said it. It's Bible now. You can't convince me otherwise that you need a spouse to sign off and you get your tubes tied.
My spouse didn't. When I was married, he didn't sign off on it. He wasn't. They didn't even ask him, and he was there. He was there, but they didn't ask him that. They asked me.
Billy, him and his wife tried to see fertility folks 5 years after we gave up, and then they got the baby.
You got your new baby.
That's right. Billy still got a newborn.
Yeah, he posted pictures of her the other day. Like,
that's God, Billy. That's what people gonna tell you. Ain't nothing but the God, Billy. Nothing but the
Livy. Yeah, you got to bring Livy to Texas so we can see her.
Like a trust fund. I don't know. Right, so Mike is not gonna let up until y'all say he's right. You know how he is. He's gonna. Mike is not angry though.
He's not angry. That's his opinion. Yeah.
I need to get him a shirt that says that.
I'm passionate.
Michael Shawn is not angry.
I'm passionate. Yeah, that's all. But I think I just think that's extreme to say get a vasectomy. That's just that's extreme
for an 18-year-old.
At that age. It's just
I'm not gonna say it again though, because
it's not realistic.
It's a trigger.
Yeah. They just need to learn some self-control and how to, protect themselves. You got to think about it.
To all of our actions. And that's just the way it is. There's consequences to everything that we decide and choose to do.
Yeah.
So we might as well get started. I think Mike popping back in. Oh, here he goes.
There he is.
Hey, back. Mike's back. Can you hear us?
Hey, forget everything I said. I'm pulling out from here on out. I gotta get another microphone. This short is killing me. But go ahead. What was y'all saying? I was watching you. I didn't hear you.
We said you're not angry. You're passionate.
Oh no!
You're passionate.
Yeah. No, I'm passionate, but I'm also angry.
That's your new mantra.
Because you know why? This is why guys have to have a meeting. Just guys. Guys have to have a meeting.
Oh, that's so sexist, Michael Shawn.
It's not sexist. Why is it? If women have a meeting, why is that sexist? If women get together and have a meeting,
you didn't say that. You said this is why just men should just have a meeting,
and women should have a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anybody says. I can't understand what you guys go through. There's no way.
You need to sit at the table.
I don't care. I don't care if you have
to understand.
I think you can.
Understanding.
I think you can understand what we go through.
No, I cannot feel what you go through when you're pregnant ever. I cannot feel what you feel when you're in your menstrual cycle. I can't even feel the same thing you feel during sex.
So you don't have to actually go through it to have countertransference to gain a level of understanding from somebody who has gone through it.
So make sure you remember that when white people say they can relate.
I didn't see. That's not what. So
make sure.
Listen to what I just said. If you're sitting at the table, it doesn't have to happen to you per se for you to gain an understanding. You said relate, like as in, me too. I can relate to that. Me too. No, I said gain an understanding or some level of understanding of what that person has gone through.
Okay.
It's a difference.
It's a difference. I can get an understanding, but I still can't feel what you're going through.
Nobody
my
said
whole
that you
point.
can. That nobody said that you can.
No, my whole point in the beginning was I can't understand what you guys go through.
And you said that's why women need to be here and men need to be here having a conversation.
Why can't Why can't men have a conversation with why are y'all so afraid to be like women need to talk with women and men need to talk with men?
We're not afraid.
So
no, Mo just said was like, oh, that's so sexist.
Because the way that you said it, you said just men, right?
Yes.
So it's always the way that you say things, number one, and how you present things. What I'm saying to you is have a seat at the table with women so that you can at least gain some level of understanding. You may not be able to relate because you can't have that situation, but you can gain some level of understanding if you sit at the table instead of saying, well, the men gonna be over here and the women gonna be over here. You'll never gain an understanding separating anything or anybody.
And we'll never gain an understanding of men if we don't sit as men with each other first.
So
I never said we shouldn't all sit at the table together. But what I did say is that men need to sit at a table with each other first.
So in the context that you used it, in this context, because that's great. But in this context,
Here you go to context.
Never mind. That's
no,
okay. Don't sit at the table with me. It's okay.
I'm not saying not to sit at the table with you.
Because I'm not saying that you don't have an understanding of yourself as a man. We're talking about you just use the analogy. I can't understand what y'all go through. I'll never have a period. I'll never have a baby.
Won't.
And so that is why I said, unless you sit at our table and not separate, that's the only way that you're going to have some type of relation. But as a therapist, I'm gonna shut up.
I don't care. You're a therapist. Whatever.
I say this all the time. Come on.
I'm saying at a certain point, first we have to talk to each other first before we sit at any table. Okay. And we have to admit the only way to sit at a table with somebody else is to say, I don't understand. Like, we will never go through it. So we have to listen. But before we do that, we have to first sit at a table with us to figure out our shit before we sit at a table and start to bring everything together. Like, y'all not going to do this 2021 where a guy can't say, I need to talk to men.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say you said that. Okay. I didn't say you said anything. Okay. I didn't say you said anything.
Damn, it's funny.
Like angry? No, I'm angry.
But passionate, but angry.
Fuck all that passion. Because well, let me tell you what you're not gonna do, and what I'm not gonna fall for anytime in 2021, 2022, 2023 is I'm not gonna fall for when I say I need to speak to men. I need to speak to men because there's some things you don't understand about being a man. And there's a lot of things I don't understand about being a woman. So when I want men to sit there and I like, yo, we got to talk about first us, our shit. First, we got to deal with us and stop letting people act like it's a bad thing. Then I'm like, no, we need to talk to us first. Then we can go sit down at the table with everybody else. It's the same thing that's happened in history. Black people had to talk to black people first before they moved on. Hispanic people had to talk to Hispanic people first before they sat at the table. At the UN, every country talks to their country first. Then they go to the UN and go like, we good on what we want? We good on what we feel? And now we have the conversation amongst it. It's like anything else. A union rep speaks to his union members first, then goes to negotiate and find out everything else.
And there's nothing wrong in that context. There's nothing wrong with that. I agree.
I'm not passionate. I'm just angry.
Okay. He's angry.
And all I know is my mother texted me some, yes, it's true. Her, my dad, I guess, had to sign off and he wouldn't. So wait, I was an accident? So wait, because wait, I'm trying to understand. Wait a minute. So if Spouses got to sign off and he didn't sign off and that's how I came. Hey, I'm confused. I gotta have a conversation after this show. I thought I heard her say.
Oh, the fact that a man can actually intrude in a woman getting her tubes tied just shows you.
That was an accident. I wasn't supposed to be here.
We were all accidents technically. If you were born between 71 and like 80, there was no wasn't nobody. There was dog. We were all pullouts. Well, not everybody. I don't know how old everybody is.
Yeah, I'm slow. All these, I wasn't paying attention to all these texts. My wife going at Mike's neck.
What is your wife mad at?
What did Lady Q say?
I don't know. She always going at Mike. I just don't ever share it all the time because she just disagrees with Mike's perspective on so many things. So Mike arguing just to be right. He don't listen. He don't be disrespecting Mo's degree. Talking about I don't care, and she all over the place with all types of stuff.
Oh, so you get in trouble.
I'm
he catch the heat for our conversation.
And I'm not saying Mo does this because this is not about you, Mo. This is not about you because you do not do this. You do not do this. But like degrees are what?
Mo, she took time. She got all her degrees.
No, I get it.
She wants you to respect Mo's degrees.
Can you tell me that so I can stop paying her ass?
But my thing is
right?
like the greatest debaters ever and the greatest people had no degrees. And I'm not saying this to down because I think that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of that, and I respect it. How about this? I do respect Mo's degrees, but you can't bring it up as you're having a conversation where you go like, you have to respect the degree. That's like a cop saying, well, this happened, but you got to respect the fact that I'm the law.
No, I respect subjectary. I respect subjectary experts. Meaning, like that, if it happened to you, and this is your life, then you are technically a subjectary expert in whatever we're talking about, right? It doesn't require a degree. It doesn't require any certifications. But if this is what you're going through, you can speak on it.
And my thing is, Jesus ain't have no degree.
What?
Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it funky. The book that everybody is following, he ain't had no degree. That's all I'm saying.
Then she come walking.
Hey, Lady Q. Hey, Lady Q. I never said respect her degree. I said respect her field.
She never said respect her degree. She said respect her field.
Thank you.
Now, Jay, that's your bad. Jay, that's all your fault. That ain't me. That's you, Jay. That's you. That's you. Right. Your translations be all messed up.
You ain't even translate that message right. She slammed the door. You in trouble.
She's been trying to cook me something to eat right now.
You gonna be one less
Hey, yo, I can't fight my fight if I got misinformation. That's on you, homie.
You gonna be one less strip of bacon a day.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Don't be misquoting Lady Q.
Oh, my mom said after me she wanted her tubes tied. Thank you. I thought that was an accident. Okay.
She only said that to make you feel better.
Yeah.
That's all she did. She just remixed it.
She didn't want you to feel bad on the show.
She wants you to feel bad. Nah, baby, you wasn't a mistake. We wanted you.
Yeah, we wanted you.
Oh, God. We didn't even do no stories and the show is over. Wait, we didn't do no allegedly.
Allegedly, you were not a love child.
Yeah, allegedly you're not a love child. Allegedly, you interpreted your whole wife's messages wrong.
I just see a bunch of texts coming in. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. She's mad at something. Is she not mad?
You must have told her not to put it on the screen no more. That must have been you. He must have told her. He told her not to put it on the screen no more.
No, look, until she changed her last name because we married. Don't do no more comment. No, I ain't saying that.
Don't do that. I ain't jumping in that one.
Really?
No, she didn't change her name on YouTube.
I ain't jumping in that one.
But no, I didn't tell her not to put a comment up.
I was gonna say,
when
Jay,
you're married,
you are out of control.
Your name everywhere. You don't miss certain aspects. When
wait. What am I missing? She didn't change.
Remember, she was on under YouTube. She still has her maiden name. But that's
I thought it was Lady Q. Or
no, it has her maiden name.
I thought it.
She explained that she couldn't get it. It was a lot of work to try to get into the old account and the password.
I'll figure it out. I say figure it out. But hey,
wow.
No harm, no foul. My bacon is there after the show. It's a happy
she figure out
home.
how to get that bacon every day, though.
Yeah, so
And you tripping about a name.
Yeah. No, I'm not tripping. I let it go.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike said she's not commenting. Maybe because of that, because that was an issue. But no,
I didn't know. I thought maybe you were like, yo, chill with the comments or whatever. Because she came in because she's texting you. That's all I said. Don't get me fucked up in this. No, I mean messed up. Don't get me. Don't. I'm not getting this. I don't get involved in that. Social media, J Black, really?
Really?
No. Social media can ruin relationships, but no, not us. We good. We good.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then there should be no more talk about her maiden name on her social media.
Yeah, I mean, she do what she do.
Her maiden name is on social media.
Yeah.
Like I'm missing. Like
it's not social media.
On her YouTube.
On her
YouTube page. It's her name. She never changed it when we got married 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, 7-8 years ago.
It's an old account, J
She
Black.
need more time, I guess. She's trying to figure out some more time she needs. I don't know.
She probably ain't even on YouTube that much. She probably just started doing it whenever y'all set the page up.
I was just messing. Yeah, she's not. It's still there, but yeah.
Vasectomy. Everybody get a vasectomy. Every dude get a vasectomy until you're ready. All right. We're on time. This is great.
Yeah.
All right. We're on time. All right. This has been great. All right. Shout out to the nurse practitioner who I like her. Yes. Not that I didn't like the last one because I don't want that to be misconstrued. I just like her thick skin. Not that the last one didn't have thick skin. Okay, so say her name. Taquisa, thank you so much for taking part in our nonsense, and thank you for the.
She'll be back. Yeah, hopefully we will have her back. Hopefully we'll have her
having her back next week? Okay, because she's already said that she enjoyed herself. She got kicked off, and
Wellness Wednesdays.
Good. Right. It's official. We got her now. She'll be on. And then of course tomorrow we got our psychic coming back tomorrow.
Yes.
And, I want to understand about retrograde. And Mike said it was a full moon, and I want to understand that because he's into the horoscopes and break that stuff down. So that'll be good to get that and still get your readings as well.
You did some show prep, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm just curious of retrograde.
Yeah.
He preparing for that.
That's a new word for him.
And he's excited about coming back on as well. So we'll, let's see how tomorrow go. And I know Mike still has a little skepticism, a little bit.
I
thought I saw a facial reaction, expression.
I mean, Jay Black, you're on point, I must say, and I'm applauding you with the magician, the psychic, the wellness Wednesday.
Yes, that's Shiny. We're a team. Shiny, but we're a unit over here. And then so things are moving. Just have some fun with it. Let's have some fun. We here every morning. Let's have some fun.
I'm going home and I'm going to see my family. Jersey. And I'm in Jersey tomorrow. I'm getting on this flight. So it's a great time for me to get on out of here. And September 4th, we're going to be in Tyler, Texas, promoting that. Rodney Perry, Michael Shawn, the all-white party, laugh out loud comedy show. That's Michael Shawn's facial majority of the time. Real talk. Facial expression. Tam, real talk.
Even though she's sick.
It's Majesty.
Yeah, the
Majesty
Event Center.
MajestyEvents.net to get tickets, correct? MajestyEvent.net to get tickets. Make sure you cop that. Get over there. It's going to be like a legendary situation. Give the radio station that is running everything.
Oh, the all new 107.3 Kiss FM and Jay Black. No, Michael Shawn. Guess who's going to be the DJ for the after party?
Who?
Somebody that you worked with in Philly.
DJ for the after party.
I work with in Philly.
He was your program director.
Ice.
Luscious Ice.
Luscious Ice. It's party. Yeah, he's on the after party. Bink is your DJ for the comedy show. Bink is your DJ for the comedy show, but the after party is Luscious Ice.
That's
listen.
Oh, we gotta talk after. We gotta talk after the show. Yeah. How in the hell did that pop off? Shout to Luscious. Luscious Ice was the one guy. Luscious Ice was the program director that said, I did a live broadcast, and he was like, "Yo, don't drink no more." And I was like, doing a live broadcast, I got it. I was a little Slurville. And he was like, so, yo, this next live broadcast, don't drink no more. And I was like, cool. So I was watching my drinking. Then I found out I looked behind the DJ booth. He was passed out against the wall. And I was like, wait a minute.
That sound like ice.
Shout to Luscious Ice. All right.
Yes.
And happy early birthday
Ashley.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Yes,
tomorrow,
happy
Ashley,
birthday,
call in.
Ashley.
We'll reach out. We'll get you a reading tomorrow. Let's ask some questions.
Okay, Ashley, happy birthday the whole nine. All right, Jersey in the building.
Yes.
Marcus Palmer.
Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
All right.
He
Well, we're
takes some
good.
dope photos. He said he was going to take some photos of us next time you came up to town, Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
And we got Eagles tickets. Anybody? I got Eagles tickets for tomorrow night's game. If anyone's in the area and want to go see the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots, hit me in the inbox or hit some comments between now and tomorrow. I got 4 tickets. So
Ask
2
him.
pairs or a family of 4.
Ask him, can he get some Cowboy tickets?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Can you get some Giant tickets?
Nah, I
Can he
wouldn't
get some
even-
Cowboy
When
tickets?
is the actual game? When's the actual game?
7:30 tomorrow night. 7:30.
All right, so we
NFL
don't
Network.
give them out. You want to go?
I thought about it. I've been thinking about it. The wife got me a little nervous with the crowds and the COVID Delta, and I'm a little leery, just a little bit.
But you vaccinated. If it's coming. So what you scared for? Just wear your mask and you good.
Here we go.
Or you gonna be like Governor Hot Wheels down here?
I'm Governor Cautious right now. I'm Governor Cautious. My son got asthma really bad. I don't know. But yeah, either way, for those people.
But didn't y'all go to the game?
Yeah, we did. That was before.
He went to training camp.
Okay.
Practice.
I mean, it's just like everything else. It's so been inconsistent. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? One day I'm raw in you. One day I got a condom on. One day we're just using spermicide. One day we pulling out. It is what it is. All right, y'all. This has been great. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand the only thing in life that's guaranteed, Governor Hot Wheels, is hilarious. The only thing in life that's guaranteed is it will end, especially if you're a governor in a wheelchair. I don't know why I said that. You fight,
Texas governor. That's
you fight for everything else. Fight for your happiness.
Governor Abbott.
Governor Hot Wheels.
Governor Hot Wheels. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free agent.